comrades, today is June 24, 2026, and the current time is 1918. The Institute would like to remind all comrades that parking under tollways during severe storms and light hail is incredibly frowned upon, and comrades who are caught doing so and receiving a ticket from local authorities will have their pay docked by 50% for one pay period. That concludes today's announcements.
この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。
Oh my god. Hello. I'm here. I'm alive. I thought I did everything correctly. I in fact did not. Very sugoi. And now I've lost my steam. Anyways, how are all of you doing, comrades? Welcome. Whoa, look at that Fire Emblem. Isn't that crazy how we're doing the Fire Emblems today? It's like we've been doing this every Wednesday until this darn run is completed, and then we can finally be at peace in this realm and be free from the Fire Emblemings and all that jazz. Anyways, how are all of you doing, comrades? Wow, look, it's Wednesday already. Sorry for taking yesterday off. I really wanted to eat some sushi and do some other cool things. It was a lot of fun. I'll talk about that real quick for a little bit, but hopefully you're all doing good. Hello, Zoingo and Goldenrod and Sun and Ray, whose legs are dying, and Zeoposer and Green Mole and Alana, and congrats to Alana for being first today. Wow, that's a rare sighting. Also, hello, Funbound. Yeah, we're doing Fire Emblem, the meme Fire Emblem. Also, hello, Expo Dojo. How are you doing? Okay, before we begin, I did go out yesterday to just kind of have a me day where I'm not dying of stomach poisoning or whatever, and so I went to go eat sushi at this really cool restaurant in the city. So I'm sure I've mentioned this before, but I kind of live near a major metropolitan area. I just don't really go in there very often because it's expensive and also kind of annoying to get over there. So I'm just gonna show off some of the food real quick that I had consumed while I was out and about. Don't worry, I don't plan on dying, because if I die, Ray will kill me first. So just, you know, just so you know, there's someone watching out for me. It's Ray. Ray's watching out for my existence. You gotta get once in a while to prove it. You can just choose not to. So it's a power move. Got it. Anyways, I went to this really cool sushi restaurant. Their entire speciality is, well, it's sushi. Yep, look at that. That's some fine nigiri. Want to take a guess how much this plate cost? I'll give you a hint. It's double digit. It was not $200. This is not $200 worth of food. I guarantee you that much. No. But it was pricey. No, this was 75 USD. And then I also had a negi hamachi, which is like my favorite sushi roll type. This one was about like, okay, I need to preface this. I didn't pay this much. Okay, I had some restaurant credit that I had to burn through. So ultimately, I'll give you the whole total bill when I'm done. This is negi hamachi, which is basically just yellowtail with green onion. It's basically my favorite fish when it comes to sushi. It's very fatty. It's very yummy. This is probably the most tender one I've ever had. It was like incredibly melting your mouthy, and it was really good. And this is like this is like $14, which is more than I'd normally pay for a single roll. But you know, it is what it is. I also had this. Oh no. Okay, this is the wrong scene. Oh shoot, which scene is it? Is it this one? Okay, yeah, okay, here we go. I know what I need to do. I need to turn on my mouse fix auto hotkey script, which it sounds really cursed, I know, but trust me, I actually have to do that. This is a really cool lemonade. They had like a shiso leaf lemonade. These drinks are so expensive. Take a guess how much this beverage was. This lemonade. Take a guess how much this cost. This is not a big glass, by the way. This is like maybe 6 fluid ounces. It's non-alcoholic. It's non-alcoholic. 18, 23. No, it's single-digit prices. It's not that bad. Okay, it's a non-alcoholic drink. It's actually $7 US for this. So it wasn't as bad as I thought, but that's way more than I'd ever normally pay for a drink, I guess is the best way to describe it. Let me at least show off the last thing I ate, which was... Oh, I wish I uploaded a better photo of this, but it's basically... Oh wow, this photo sucks. No, I don't... Okay, so here's the thing. I have a personal policy, and Ray knows this very well. If I'm ever going to be driving within the next, like, 2 hours, I just don't drink alcohol. I'm very much, like, I stick to my guns with that. So if I am going to drink alcohol, it needs to be, like, well before I plan on driving next. And since I was here to eat food and then leave, I was not going to drink any alcohol. It's a personal thing. I just don't want to be, a statistic for drunk driving or anything like that. I know I can handle alcohol. I've never really gotten drunk, but I prefer to be very careful regardless. Anyways, this is a scallop. There was like a giant plate of scallops. I don't have a good photo of this, but the way it was presented was they presented this on this giant metal scallop dish. It's basically like a baked scallop type thing. They served it on like a giant metal scallop, and that's like on top of a bed of like salt, I think. It was very weird, but it was pretty tasty regardless. So, essentially, yeah, I went down to my local area to do that. I also went to do some photography near one of the major areas in our major city, which was a lot of fun. There's a lot of water nearby, and it's really cool. And it's really pretty to go look at everything. I don't know if I have a photo that I can share because it's kind of all on my camera right now, and I haven't had a chance to process it. But let me just say, it is very therapeutic kind of just sitting by the water and just looking at the lights of the city that you are kind of near. And it was really awesome up until a group of individuals decided that everyone else needed to listen to their trash music by playing it loudly on their loudspeaker, and they were just like dancing and filming a TikTok or something, and it actually pissed me off, and then I was like super annoyed. I'm not gonna name anything about it other than it was really rude and obnoxious, and I was like, man, this day would be great if these people just were not here. Like, no one should be forced to listen to their terrible music just because they want to share it off to everyone and film and do their dances or whatever. Yeah. It happens far more frequently than you would think. I think it's really annoying. Generally, most people are pretty respectful. Some people are just reading. There was a lot of people making out. There was a lot of people just kind of with their families and just kind of chilling. Lots of cool things until the annoying music started. But anyways, yeah, that was my day yesterday. I don't have any photos. I'm sure I'll post some photos later. It's not like my general location is, forbidden knowledge or anything. There was a giant storm, by the way, earlier today, so thankfully my power did flicker a little bit, and I think one of my personal server's UPS is completely dead, so I gotta go, like, replace the battery on that. Probably gotta go to my local Micro Center tomorrow, so if I'm late to stream, it's because I was at Micro Center to get a new battery for my UPS, and I have no idea how to change the battery on those things. I'm just gonna, like, watch a YouTube video and pray that I'm not gonna break it. So, anyways, yeah, that was my really cool day off yesterday. I also had a massive headache once I got home, and I was dying, and I basically passed out almost immediately. After talking to Ray for, like, maybe 20 minutes, I was like, all right, good night, and then I just zoinked out, and I was like, oh, okay, this is my life now. I'm getting old. I get tired quickly. That's how it is. I'm not Aquaman, by the way. I don't care about no Aquaman. Anyways, look at the cool map that we're in. Holy cow, this is a big map. All right. Welcome to our really cool new map. We're fighting a lot more, what's it called? Elevated enemies, promoted enemies, so it's gonna be a little nasty. Oh, I know what I forgot to do. I forgot to change the difficulty of the map. Give me 1 second. I meant to add a difficulty adjustment to this map. Let me just go to the chapter editor real quick. Let me just crank it up by +1. And we should be Gucci. All right, now I can run this again. How much water did I didn't drink nearly enough water, I'll tell you what. Yeah, no, I know. Okay, so here's the thing. It wasn't actually not drinking enough water. I'm pretty sure I know what it is. No, we're gonna do a +1. So, for me, what I've discovered is I typically will get a headache if I do not consume enough food around lunchtime. I don't know what it is. That's just kind of my body operates. So I basically only had like a soup for lunch, and well, that was basically it. And then so by the time it was dinner, I was like really hungry. And then by the time it was like I finished dinner, it was like already starting to develop that headache, and I didn't have any ibuprofen or acetaminophen on me, and so it just slowly started to get worse. And then by the time I was driving home, I was like, all right, this sucks. So that's kind of what was going on with that. His toasty. Yeah, it's really hot in a lot of areas right now. It's really rough. I hope you're gonna be okay. A lot of people are just dealing with the really rough weathers right now. Anyways, there are 2 new characters appearing on this map, FYI. We're gonna pick a few characters. I think what we're gonna do is we might bench Simon for this map. I think we might bench Simon and we'll take Zikmund, and maybe we'll try to salvage Emetyan so Emetyan doesn't suck completely. We might also bring Umi into this map as well. Although, again, Umi's a little rough around the edges because that really low accuracy from low skill is kind of hurting really badly, and I've been trying to find a way to fix that aside from giving more spirit bond or bond essences might be the only thing. We might I don't know if I want to try salvaging Grace, because unfortunately Grace's HP is just so bad it's kind of hard to utilize. Lucina is actually usable as a character, so we probably will take Lucina on for this map, and Logger's already promoted, so that's fine, so I can actually get rid of this real quick. We actually have a decent amount of promotions that we do need to start doing. I don't know if I had planned on doing a promotion today. Oh, I didn't install the Gabura promotion setup, so I think what we're gonna do is actually I'm gonna bench Gabura for this map. And then I'm gonna bench Simon for this map, and we will take along. We'll take Lucina, and I guess we could take Milky Blades. I did not have enough time to add all the characters for 2 chapters. I only did it for 1 chapter. And yes, Xanth, your character is in here. I don't remember where, but they are somewhere on this map that I gotta go hunt down. I don't know why Lear starts all the way down there, by the way. It's really annoying. I know the 2 recruitable. I think one of the recruitables might be an enemy. I think that's usually how this works. Usually one of them is an enemy, and then the other is I think one of them is from a village. I just don't remember which one. Yeah, also our enemy is a guy named Brian. Yeah, that's a Brian if I've ever seen one. He sure is. His name is Brian, and yes, that's his life. A little tragic, unfortunately. Anyways, how have all of you been otherwise? Y'all keep up with video game news? I want to just complain about this real quick. I don't know if anyone pays attention to AAA releases. I know a lot of people here don't really care about AAA releases for the most part, but AAA releases do kind of set the trend for a lot of the gaming industry. And we're not talking about a AAA release today. Oh no, we're talking about, like, what do they call it? A quadruple A release? So, the price tag for Grand Theft Auto 6 came out today. They want $80 for the base game, and they want... Oh, wait, can you actually use a sword? Oh, shoot, you can. Okay, I'm gonna give him a sword. And then $100 for the complete Ultimate Edition. Let's just say I was incredibly shocked when I saw that price point. I'm like, who is paying this money? You know what's even worse about it? It's like the regular version is actually more of a light edition of the game that doesn't even have all the functions in the game included, because they're cutting it out unless you buy the full regular edition of the video game. And it's like, okay, buddy. Okay, hold on, I'm gonna have... We should probably start using some of these. Who needs an angelic? Whose HP is so bad that they actually need an angelic? Analea's HP is so bad. Tosia's got like 20 more levels. Ron's got 20 more levels. Zoingo probably could use an HP buff. I think we're gonna give it to Analea because she's already like promoted and like on the verge of not having enough HP to survive. So yeah, you get an angelic robe. Okay, so you don't really suck. You're not close to dying. There's a lot of people that are gonna promote probably this chapter. We're gonna try to do promotions mid-chapter because I think it's more fun to get them to 20 before they promote, so we're just gonna make sure they have it. By the way, Zango's entire kit is just, what if we carried 5 different stat boosters? Why? I don't know, but it's funny. You get a promo scroll. Garm's got a promo scroll. Lucina probably should carry a promo scroll. And that should be okay. There we go. That's a lot of promo scrolls. It should be good. Week's gone oddly well. Work's been simple. Had an interview with Job Recruiter. Went having dinner and debating on working more class on one. Just don't. Just do other things. Just relax. It's a relaxing evening, not a working evening. Isn't that how it works? Yeah, totally. Totally not copium, by the way. Oh yeah, that gem of like $250 dues. I also forgot to check to see if there's any cool hidden things on this map. Let me just quickly pull up my unit guide. Or secret item location. This is chapter 12. Oh, there is, have Curium talk to Lear to get a speed wing, talk to Lear to get a 600 gold, Zader to attack Brian and both survive, to obtain the Sea's calling. Okay, who is the Brian replacement? Because I actually have to bring them onto this map. I think I lost which... Okay, hold on. The Brian replacement is... Or no, the Zader replacement is... Okay, so Tatsuya has to fight the boss and survive. Oh, that's gonna be hard. I guess we'll try it. We're not gonna take Milky Blades. Milky Blades is such a meme character that it's actually really effective and it's really dumb. So we'll bring out Milky Blades if expose other characters. Who's your other character? Who's your other character? I don't remember. Is this your only character? I thought you had another one. Brunya. Okay, if Brunya dies, we'll pull out the Milky Blades. Actual meme tier character that just like wins automatically. Yeah, the other boobed one. Just won't tell you the whole game. Yeah, so my interpretation of the whole pricing thing for the game is that it's essentially, oh, you want to play Grand Theft Auto? You better pay the full price. You better buy the full edition. And then the $80 version is actually just the light edition of the game. But they don't want to say that, because if they do, people are going to get really mad, because people are already getting massive sticker shock. And here's the thing. If Grand Theft Auto 6 sells gangbusters, which it probably will, every other company's going to follow their lead, and you're going to start seeing even AAA releases being sold for, you know, $70 a pop. By the way, online's not even included. This is just a straight single-player experience. They're probably going to do the multiplayer component at a future date as a separate game that you may or may not have to pay for, because they know a lot of people love Grand Theft Auto Online, so they might make you pay for it and then put a bajillion microtransactions. And I messed up here. Okay, so for Emil, it's supposed to be a Valkyrie. Okay, great. Already messed up. Hold on. Fix that real fast. You already never crit? It's okay. Don't worry. Critting is it's all fake. Don't fall for the lies of crits. It's all a lie. Alright, let's see if I got this right. Alright. Okay, start the fight. There we go. Alright, here's our 2 new recruits. We got Ivy. This character belongs to... This is Ronnie's second character, I believe. It's Lightcaster. It's a bishop. Basically, that's all there is to her. Her unique ability is... Oh, I didn't get the other effect. She's supposed to have another skill. She's supposed to have like 3 different stances, and not a single one of them got plugged in. Amazing how that happens. All right, which means we gotta go back. I don't know why I cannot get the character editor skills to work correctly. It's super weird. All right, hold on. Let me fix this. What's her name? Ivy. You have to set this to like 255, right? I guess if I set 255, it starts to work. Let me try that real fast. Let me check the other character real fast. Like I said, I did not test this. I was just trying. Okay, and this is for Emil, whose skills also did not assign correct. I don't know why this stopped working all of a sudden. All right, hold on. Okay, so if I set to 255, and then Vermeil has one other skill that should be... Let's see if I set this to 255. This may or may not work. Let's find out. Let me run this real quick. Run that. Make sure it's all... Oh, you know what this means? Darcy's skills might not be correct either. Let me set this to here, 255. Let's see if this works the way it should. No, bishops naturally live to serve at 5. What did I do for Milky Blade? I actually cannot remember what I did for Milky Blade. Alright, I'm gonna suspend this. Oh no! Okay, hold on. Reload the ROM. Just restart this. Okay, skip this, blah blah blah. Okay, I do not remember how I did this. Alright, we gotta fix this. I knew something was gonna break, so it's okay. This is perfectly within expected expectations. Alright, character. What did I do for Milky Blade? I'm pretty sure Milky Blade, I kind of cheated it by dumping it into... Or is it because I set it to 21? Let me see, it might have been setting it to 21. Okay, write this to 21. And then for Ivy, I need to write these to 21. This one to 21. And then I need to go to Vermeil and Darcy to make sure this is up to 21. Oh, this always breaks half the time. Alright, there we go. Like, it was working fine previously. I don't know why all of a sudden... Oh, boy. Things were breaking in half. No, I think the way I did it from... I set it to 21 for Milky Blades. That's what I found out. Or, yeah, I think I might have set it to the Assassin thing, too. Okay, there we go. Wow! 50! Or 58 months is crazy! Whoa, that means Ray's been here for almost 5 years. Did you know me and Ray have been together for almost 5 years now? That's crazy. I tell you what. I can't believe it. That is actually kind of crazy. Whoa. Thanks, Ray. I know you want your wiggle emote. Okay, I got it to work. Okay, you just have to send the level 21, and that's fine. Okay, so Ivy is basically a enemy phase unit, sturdy stance, mirror stance, and acts as a silent pride. Yeah, basically her entire shtick is that she just gets hit on enemy phase, and then she just becomes incredibly tanky. She's gonna max out her defense and resistance within like 2 or 3 levels, within 4 levels, and that's basically her entire gimmick. It's kind of funny. Should be fine. Make sure to convince me to update my sub badges. I can't even be convinced to update my own sub badges because I'm just lazy. I really should. All right, this is Vermeil. This is... Whose character is this? Vermeil belongs to Limeware. This is Limeware's second character, who we're gonna hopefully not get murdered this time around. A critical force and Corona. Basically, a offensive specialist carrying lots of cool magic, including Shine. Stats are kind of fairly balanced across the board, obviously an emphasis on magic, although her HP is quite low for pre-promoted, so you gotta be a little careful. But don't worry, I think everyone will be perfectly fine in these trying times. Now we gotta also figure out one of these carries Xanth's character, so we gotta find that one. So don't worry, we'll figure this out. It's okay. For the most part, most of you don't really know what your character that you're going to be taking over's stats look like, so you're just it's literally just vibes-based character designing. What's this? Hello, vocal calibrator. Are we calibrating voices now? Okay, so I think this should be fine. Brunya should be... I'm just going to probably have Brunya carry Nosferatu all the time, because Brunya will never miss. Which is probably really weird to say, but it's true. Brunya cannot miss using this stupid thing. Because I believe her skill set is basically to do exactly that. Is giving a Nosferatu tone to character kind of overpowered? Probably, but it's fine. Okay, I do want to weaken this enough to maybe have... Oh gosh, that thing has so much defense. A lot of these enemies have like comically high defenses, by the way. Yeah, you like Brunya's stat line? Or... Yeah, did you know those Brunyas are giving her some pretty crazy amounts of defense? I wish I was joking when I was saying that, but no, it's true. Oh, did not mean to do that. At least you talked real fast. Yeah, I'm not even joking. It's giving her like some plus. She has like max defense or something stupid. Yeah, she's got 22 defense. She's yeah, she's special. Did I get her skill? Yeah, Deadeye and Lumina. Perfect. I mean, I'm not just saying stats are stored in there, but something is definitely stored in there. Okay, I'm actually kind of curious what the animation is for Steel Sword on a Halberdier, so we're gonna just kind of park over there. We're just basically able to just split into like 2 major groups, maybe 3. I would like to hit all of these. We'll probably run Zoingo to this tile eventually, at some point, but for the time being, just kind of keep it nice and steady. Also, those 2 will not move, so I think we'll just run a Ronnie down there, and that should be fine. So we'll see how this pans out. Okay, so this is the base hack that we're playing is called Sealed Hope, except I have bastardized this and added my own everyone's submitted custom units into the game, so the balance is completely non-existent at this point. Oh, okay, Zickman just decided to get a crit. Got it. So yeah, this is a PME. We're using a Sealed Hope as the base hack. You can find the link somewhere on Discord or on Google or on YouTube. I think the link is on the YouTube description of the current live stream. I can't really pull it up right now. I don't know. I don't have a hotkey for YouTube. I hope that link works, because like half the time my URL forwarder doesn't work. Yeah, okay, the URL forwarder breaks like 90% of the time. Alright, I need to fix that at some point. You love Teto. How are you, Ranu? I see you're on the verge of insanity from listening to everyone's favorite 31-year-old millennial idol. It's okay, we can all appreciate a little bit of insanity in our lives, right? I do find it so funny that Teto's basically become a millennial icon. Like, I don't know how this character became the millennial icon, but I'm all for it. I think it's great. Okay. I would like to... This thing's actually annoyingly good at dodging. Alright, Arani, it's time to fight this thing that has a light brand. I'm sure you can do this. Alright. Yeah, there's a lot of video game music that's in here, because most people who make ROM hacks typically will just use real video game soundtracks, because it's way easier to do than otherwise, right? Okay, I'm pretty sure Garm can kill this. Okay, can Tortilla kill this? Can we weaken this in any meaningful way? Okay, we can't. I have an idea. What if we swap? There we go. So now Ray will kill... I don't want Ray to kill this is the problem. Alright, I'll do this. We'll just try to thunder it. Alright, thank you for the follow, Vocal Calibrator. Hopefully you enjoy. I don't know how much Fire Emblem you play, but I've been playing many Fire Emblems since... Basically since all of them came out. I've already pre-ordered the Fortune's Weave version, special deluxe edition, despite the fact that I don't actually own a Switch 2. And I don't really plan on buying a Switch 2 anytime soon. In 31-year-old Chimera years. I mean, that's fair enough too. Hey, look, we all have... Maybe we all have dreams of becoming an idol, right? Are you saying you don't have dreams of becoming an anime idol and just going like, you know, Kyun? And just do stuff like that? I think if I did that, Ray would probably murder me. It's time for me to become a member of Hollow Stars and have my first Vocaloid, or have my first concert. That's clearly the path in life that has been dictated to me, right? Let's go just bring a few of these people down here. I'm sure it'll be fine. Let's do there. After awakening, release picked up 20 big bucks in a poncho. Oh, okay, got it. Wow, that's a long time ago. Well, hopefully at least you enjoy Fire Emblem. Fire Emblem, I think, is a really great game if you can get around all the insanity that's involved with the game itself. Quite frankly, and I mentioned this before, I'm not terribly fond of a lot of the newer Fire Emblems. I'm very much a fan of the older Fire Emblems more than anything else, but new Fire Emblem has its own charm too. Kind of. Although I don't think most people ever play the way it's intended with the whole permadeath thing. Permadeath seems to be like a very, like a scary thing you're not allowed to say. Oh, like, you can't say permadeath, no! Iron Man mode? No, if you die, you just restart the chapter. That's how I've always played it. I would be impressed if that thing could actually hit. Oh, I thought one of these buttons would speed it up. Okay. Tell me there's a button that you can press to speed up the animations of combat, which would be nice, but I don't know if it applies to this one. Yeah, but one of these villages does have our next recruitable, which is Xanth's character, so hopefully we can get to Xanth's character. By the way, we actually have a fairly strong lack of actual healers, FYI, or flyers. Oh, by the way, look, there's the Irani crit ether. I hope this levels you up, finally. Nope, not yet. I like Awakening, besides flaws and fates, has this moment, but generally prefer the older titles. Yeah, exactly. See, everyone's got, a lot of people I know have a lot of the same opinion. I kind of chalk it up to waifuization of Fire Emblem, where the new modern titles very much place an emphasis on being a character drama rather than being like a you know, like relying on the characters to drive the story rather than letting the story drive or letting the plot drive the story. I know that sounds a little meaningless, but it does kind of have a reason why I say that. In the sense that, like, in modern Fire Emblem, the characters are so critical to the plot, where if you lose a character, you're missing out on, like, so much plot. Whereas the older ones, the plot just kind of keeps moving forward, and if you happen to get some of the characters to do what you need to do, then maybe you can get access to a little bit more extra plot, but it's not mandatory plot. I don't know how I'm gonna get Zoingo over here. Problem is Zoingo's attack hit rate is actually really bad. Maybe I shouldn't have given Zoingo that steel ring. Or these guys just have really high avoid. Actually, these guys have really annoying avoid. Oh wait, actually, hold on. Lucina has a Flux to. Oh my gosh, wait a second. Oh, that's right. Lucina's magic kind of sucks. Alright, fine, whatever. Just go in here and stab this thing. Wait. Why do warriors... Why does the warrior have a lance? That seems... It seems wrong. Oh shoot, it's berserk. Well... I'm sure that's fine. Yeah, exactly. Because it is very much like that. It's because of the... It's because of the avatar units, as I believe is kind of like the huge driving factor in the modern Fire Emblem waifuization. They wanted to be more like a visual novel than being like a war drama. That's why a lot of people really like Genealogy of the Holy War, because it's very much a war drama. Alright, so I'm gonna have you see if you can stab this thing to death. Yeah, you got it. Alright. Okay, Zongo, you should probably level up in about 1 or 2 more... Maybe we should just promote you. That was depressing. Your resistance didn't even go up by 1 point. Alright, fantastic. 10 out of 10. Very cool. Thank you, Mr. Obama. Alright, let's have Arani kill this. There we go. Arani's finally getting those kills that we need. Maybe a little too well. Anyways, what was I talking about earlier? Oh yeah, Fire Emblem stuff and Grand Theft Auto. Can you imagine if Fire Emblem started selling their versions for like $100? I think people would actually like lose their minds. There's no way that would ever happen, but you know, you never know, right? Oh wait, can we I'm pretty sure Ronnie can take a single hit, right? Yeah, you'll probably be fine. You'll probably be fine. All right, okay, so hold on until Tia finally gets a promotion. Wow, look at her. She's getting stronger. I think she turns into a sage, right? Yeah, you gotta have the sides, you gotta have the leg fully visible in a female sprite, because otherwise how do you know it's a girl, right? It's gotta look cool. Actually, it is kind of a nice sage sprite. Okay, we'll have Garm get this kill. I personally am a big fan of, I like Binding Blade, I like Genealogy. I started with 7, which is just called Fire Emblem in the West. And that's probably my favorite one, but I also love Genealogy of the Holy War. And as much as I harp on games like Awakening did ultimately save the Fire Emblem franchise from a slow, painful death that it was destined to have. So, at the very least, I can appreciate what it did, even if it's a little janky at times. It does what it does. I don't think we need this many people going down this path. I'm gonna push Vermeil up north. This mission can't be that bad, right? I still have to hack in the other units too once we're done with this map. Oh yeah, the other thing about GTA, by the way, that I saw... Oh my goodness, it's crazy. They said, yeah, if you buy the physical edition, there's no CD in there. It's like what's the point? So apparently it's just a disc paper that will have a code that you use to redeem the game on your platform of choice. Why? What is the point? What is the point of doing this other than so you can get shelf space for your game? The only logical reason this could have happened, there's two reasons why this could have happened. One is that they just don't want to pay for the production of discs for the game because that eats into the profit margin. Or two, and I think this is actually probably the more realistic reason, the game is so big that they couldn't fit it onto a single Blu-ray disc, and they probably would have needed to just cram it onto like 3 or 4 of them. That is my actual assumption as to why GTA cannot be sold on a physical media. You know, play GTA. See, I like GTA kind of. I did grow up playing a little bit of GTA, and I did enjoy 5 for the most part, but I have zero intention of playing the multiplayer aspects of these games. I'm basically just there for the, you know, open world, wacky tacky, you know, criminal hijinks adventure, and then I'm basically just going to not play the rest of the game and be done with it forever. Like I did GTA 5 and I'm done. I'm like, all right, that's cool. And it's also not on PC, so it's like, why do I even care? I'll just pirate the thing in like, I don't know, how long would it take for it to come out on PC? Probably 1 or 2 years for the PC release, and then like another 1 or 2 years for the crack, assuming it's not almost instantaneous. Yeah, just gotta wait for those Fit Girl repacks. That's how it always works. Yeah, I really should get more sub badges. I keep meaning to do sub badges, and I just get like lazy and I just don't end up doing it. These maps are so easy. I might need to start cranking the difficulty up. This is supposed to be hard mode, but it's like it is one of those Fire Emblem games where it's like once you kind of have your units running around, like you do kind of run them over. It might not help that I think our units are technically higher power level than the ROM's intended power level is supposed to be. Actually, this is like a scary moment. Look at this. Zongo actually does take damage from this thing. It was suggested, by the way, that I play a Fire Emblem 6 Binding Blade PME, you know, featuring Roy. And I'm just like, oh, I don't know if I want to do that. That seems a little messy. Tina's actually a little risky to run around. Thankfully her speed is fairly good. Is that a hero? No, it's a fighter, right? Okay. Hey, I mean, 9 whole damage is 9 whole damage. That could add up. Except for the fact that Zoingo has self-healing, which is also really funny. Alright, let's go kill... Oh, wait. No, not Lear. Let's go killing. Alright, we're not fast enough to kill either of these. We'll try to kill this one. Nope. Ronnie just will never trigger anything. I don't know how this keeps happening. But yeah, I'm kind of not fond of modern gaming. Not for the most part. I think the only one I really got into was... what's the one that just came out? I mean, I like Forza. That's about it right now. And I guess Battlefield 6, where I'm still playing regularly. Don't worry, I will drink. I got lots of water. There we go. 6 is a good challenge. Like, I could consider it. Okay, so here's the only thing. Okay, as much as I love doing these PMEs, it is kind of a massive... It is a massive pain in the ass to prepare these things. Like, preparing the ROM is such a hassle. Does that make sense? And so that's why if I do another PME, I'm gonna need a little bit of a break because, like, every time I have to stream Wednesday for a PME, I basically have to drop everything else that I'm doing just so I can hack more stuff in, unless I want to do the hacking live on stream, which I've done before, and that's not a problem. I could nab a helper or just nab someone and just tell them, like, hey, you do this for me, thanks. I remember, like, someone did actually offer to do that a long time ago. I know Ray's offered to do that if I ever do, like, a Pokemon egg lock, which could also be of interest to some people. I'm not sure how much people really care about Pokemon nowadays. I'm still a big fan of Pokemon, but that's because I kind of grew up with it, so I have like a very strong affinity for the franchise. Pain Pecco indeed. Like, I'm not joking, like, so my day is basically like, I go to work, right? I moonlight as an accountant to cover the, you know, the minor bills, while my career as a VTuber is actually what pays the real bills. You know, that's totally how this works. All right, okay, here's Xanth's character, who for some reason also chose a character with another giant set of assets. This character is Darcy. A strange wanderer seeking divinity through combat. This is Xanth's character, and boy, she is... Holy moly, her stats are kind of cracked. Why is her basis so high? Anyways, her bases are really high. She's got access to Great Shield and Quick Burn. Xanth had something else that was like... I don't know what it was called, like, Sure Strike, but you couldn't afford the points for it, so I gave you something that was close enough, which is Quick Burn. But yeah, her stats are insane. What the fuck is it? What are these stats? Her resistance kind of sucks. Her HP is actually really good, and she'll near cap. She's near cap speed. The rest of her stats are kind of whatever, but she is pretty deadly. Also, her crit is like just kind of nuts. So wow, that is kind of nutty. So yeah, I moonlight as an accountant to help, so that I can help fund my VTuber activities. That's totally how this works. Actually, I saw something earlier today which was kind of interesting. So for whatever reason, I guess it's now a point of discussion in quote-unquote the VTuber community, where it's like, oh, you know, you gotta do this for the love of the game. And so the context for this is that there's a VTuber who announced, so I'm retiring effective X date because I can't afford to keep doing this and no one's giving me money anymore and it's just not worth doing anymore. And I'm just like, you know what, I can understand that in a way. If like, oh, you're not making money, if you're trying to do something for a career and you're not making money, maybe it's time to stop. But at the same time, I think people who go into content creation expecting to make money are, unless you have a plan, like, and I mean like you better have like a dedicated plan and you have the extreme luck to get that plan to work, you are essentially going to fail badly, and there's not a nice way to say it. Being a streamer probably has to be like one of the worst ways to make money in the content creation sphere. You're better off just making YouTube videos. And that's just, it's just kind of crazy how this point of topic discussion crops up like all the time. It's like, I want to be a streamer and make money and all that. Actually, it was funny because someone I know who's not a streamer by any chance, but they reached out to me and they were like, hey, how do I become a VTuber like you? I want to get into the League of Legends content creator program and, you know, get free stuff. And I'm just like, okay, first of all, that's like the wrong way to do this. And two, if you're gonna do this, you better be ready. You better be ready to spend money. Because I think they want to know how much like a VTuber model is, because they asked me and I'm like, yeah, I spent way more than you should probably spend on a VTuber model. Yeah, I think this ROM hacked balance is kind of whack. I mean, we'll still keep going at it. Like, we'll still keep chipping at it. We'll might switch some of the, like, I'm not, like, we'll probably keep just chipping away at this ROM hack. We're already this dedicated into it. You want to make a child stream, fine, but you can also do it because you don't like, you might as well just get a normal job. I think it's like they want to do it because they wanted, well, so this person who was on Twitter was like, they wanted to keep streaming it, and they want to keep streaming, but it's hard, right? Streaming is a slog. Like, okay, here's my biggest thing. Here's my biggest takeaway. You want to know another example? And trust me, Xanth, I know it's a slog. Think of all the burnt peanut clones that came out after the burnt peanut got popular, right? You had like a bajillion people who are like, just insert food object. Like it was basically the adjective noun, right? So you'd have something like, I don't know, you could just string any two words together and it would just be like, I guarantee you'd probably find like some food-based VTuber, like the spoiled milk, or, you know, the green broccoli, or I don't know, the roasted tomato. Someone's probably called that. You want to know why they all fail? You want to know why a lot of VTubers fail? It's not because they don't have a nice model, or they don't know how to network, or some of them even have a good dedication to the bit and like they'll keep trying at it. You don't know the real reason why they all suck? Because they don't have a personality. My biggest VTuber hot take is that most streamers, especially VTubers, rely too much on their model to essentially provide that initial boost and momentum, and then just don't have anything to follow up with it, and then they just kind of are boring. I know that sounds heretical to say maybe, but that is my honest belief with a lot of streamers, is that they're just boring. And I know it probably sounds mean, But like you don't have, and like even if you have a personality, like even if you don't say anything on stream, right? Even if you don't say anything on stream, you can still succeed a lot, right? Because you'll have your personality is either expressed through, like, if you're a silent streamer, there's a lot of silent streamers who just all they do is art, because their personality is shown through their art, and their art is unique, or they have something interesting about them that people want to watch, right? That's a great way to do things. I know a lot of silent art streamers. Heck, your art speciality is a personality. I have one friend, all he streams is that, well, he does use a VTuber model, but his entire gimmick is that he just draws a lot of giant chesticles on female characters. And it's wonderful to see if you're into that type of thing. We're gonna see if we can kill this thing. Success is like 10% effort, 20% personality, and luck. Well, here's the thing too. The effort gives you more opportunities to have those opportunities that require luck. That's kind of how I see it anyways. Like, I enjoy seeing a lot of the creator of the Limes buff, perhaps. Yeah, the creator of the Limes buff, indeed. You know who I'm talking about. Hayashi knows who I'm talking about. Oh, Zongo's got like one more, let's see. Zongo's almost like promote. I want to just see if we can get a kill. Just go full hog on the level. Oh, he's killing it. That was a really long animation. So, anyways, yeah, my honest opinion with VTubing is that if you're just in it for the money, you're gonna fail. I think too many people go into streaming thinking like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be like my favorite streamers, like insert name, who, you know, they can just talk for like 5 hours and they'll get like $5 bajillion through donations or subs or whatever you want to call it. And it's just like, that's not how any of this works. Like, that's asking to suffer, you know? Yeah, exactly. Like your favorite streamer, me. I don't even make money from it. Like, okay, so I've actually made my money back for how much I've spent on the models, but not for a lot of the ancillary things, like either art commissions or emotes or anything like that. Like, this is not an easy way to make money at all. As I think it was Alana who said it the other day, but basically VTubers and streamers are just buskers at like your local street, where they're just like, oh, you know, you gotta have a, you know, just like panhandling in a way. It's like, give me money, please. Like, it's not gonna happen 90% of the time. Making money off of this thing is like impossible. Giga makes bank, but that's because she knows how to capitalize on her popularity. Business deals, sponsorships. She knows what she's doing in the entertainment space, and that's really impressive. Like, that is why she's able to do that. I do not have the, well, one, for me, I mostly don't have the energy to figure that stuff out, and that's why I'm not in a position like Giga is. And she's obviously a lot better at that. Like, everyone's got their own speciality. Like, I suck at talking to people, but she had a lot of opportunities that also elevated her to that position. She talked to a lot of individuals who could help assist her in getting to the position where she is now, whether like networking, talking to other VTubers and all that stuff. Do you know how many other VTubers I talk to on a regular basis? I'll give you a hint. Like, basically on a regular basis, I don't talk to any other VTubers. I mean, I talk to some of them on occasion, but I very rarely talk to VTubers like super regularly. And I'm talking about like ones who focus a lot on streaming and being VTubers rather than just like, oh, they stream occasionally with a VTuber model. For the most part, I generally don't talk to a lot of VTubers. Custom battle sprites are fun, but I find too often they make animations far too flashy and long, even flashes if they're snappy to the point. Yeah, the Halberdier one is like super long. I agree with that. So, yeah, that's kind of the thing with streaming. I like streaming. I'm basically in this for the love of the game, and if I ever become popular, then that's basically a side effect of becoming popular. I mean, I guess I do talk to VTubers, just maybe not like super regular, not the super regularly, I guess, except for a few who their identity is like VTuber second and something else first. That's different from people who are VTuber first and something else. You know what I mean? Just think of it that way. There are people like that. Let's see. That thing is coming after us, ain't it? I mean, it's got axe fair. It's fine. I'm pretty sure Garm could probably just fight it off. Garm's got 18 defense. This thing's, yeah, I'm pretty sure. It's only got swords, right? Okay. I'm pretty sure I could park Garm here, and Garm would probably be okay. Let's just keep a few people back here just in case. I do need to move Tatsuya to the boss, yeah, so we can get that vent. So we can get that cool weapon. They both have to survive. Hello, Checkball, how are you doing? Hello, Havel, how are you doing too? But yeah, anyways, that's kind of how once again, that's just how VTubing is. If you're into VTubing because you want to make money, you are in the wrong field, is the kindest way that I will say it. If you want to make money as a VTuber, you gotta come in with a business plan. Oh my, I keep pressing rally. I'm not trying to press rally. Ugh. I'll just stab this thing to death. Well, having a solid theme helps a lot. I agree with that. So have a nice theme for a VTuber. I know you talked about before, Xanth, but like starting at, I'm always of the opinion that like if you can clear the hurdle of like getting to double digit, like getting to 10 viewers, you can generally find stability once you kind of get past that point. Also, having something consistent helps, I think. Whether it's your personality or you're one of those people that do like, oh, they start every stream with, oh my god, this, with like a long just chatting segment. Coming with the business plan of the hit-based industry and brings like 9% will fall right out of the gate no matter how hard. Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, like, if you're gonna try to make money, you have to understand, like, you're gonna fail. Like, you're probably gonna fail. Content creation is just a disaster. And the other thing too with VTubers, oh my gosh, it's kind of slowed down since it started, but I remember when VTubers were like, it was like getting super popular. Nowadays, that doesn't really matter because like everyone and their mother can be a VTuber because there's like a bajillion assets that you can just download online to start. But when it was first starting off, oh my gosh, like the whole thing was you had I swear every major VTuber was trying, aside from those who are not in the industry, and even today still, like a lot of VTubers are like trying to one up themselves or one up each other in terms of like their model and their toggles and their animations. It was insane. It was insane. Like, I remember someone was like, oh, so my model cost me like $10,000 for like the model and animation. I'm just like, excuse me? Yeah, 70% luck is a huge part of it. I think it's like 70% maybe, I don't know. I feel like I've gotten pretty lucky, honestly. The fact that I have all of you willing to, for some reason, watch me play video games, which is probably not the best use of your time, but I appreciate it regardless. You've seen a Romanian vampire VTuber. I'm not even surprised. Like, there's a theme for everyone and everything. Shout out to Pekora. Yeah, well, to be fair, that was a huge, like, that was something different. How many other people bring their mothers on to their stream? You would never see me doing that. If you have the willpower to do that, more power to you. Right? Artisan Raiders are selling the shovels in the gold rush. Exactly. But now the thing is too, like, the field is so saturated, especially once you start having, I guess, quote unquote normie streamers like Burnt Peanut becoming a lot more popular, that everyone's like, oh, I can become a streamer too. All I gotta do is download this asset and I can immediately get popular because I'm a food item. It's like, but then you watch them or even see a clip of them and they just like, here's the thing I hate. I'm not trying to say like, oh, being a VTuber is like is so hard. I'm just more like, being a VTuber requires a certain level of, being a streamer in general requires more than just having a model or having a face or pretty face or anything like that. You just need a personality that people want to keep watching. And I think a lot of people, a lot of new VTubers, a lot of streamers just don't have that personality. You know, the easiest way to, you want to know the easiest difference? Here, I'll give you an example. Go find a streamer in like the Rimworld category, or actually no, go find a streamer in like a major AAA video game, like let's say Call of Duty, and just see the difference between the people who are at the top versus at the bottom. The ones at the bottom, I guarantee you, are probably not saying much, or the only thing that they're gonna say is like, yo, that was sick, or bro, or man, I should have got him, or something like that. Like, all they do is commentate on the game without actually talking about anything else. They don't have a personality. Or they're just like silent the whole time, or they start saying slurs. I don't know. It could be any of those things. You could tune into a random stream and they'll just, the first thing you'll hear is just the N-word, like full blast. It could be anything, truly. Being entertained requires skill, and skill requires practice. It does. Like to be fair, when I first started streaming, I did not. I think I did not have that much of a super strong personality, but I did come in to streaming with one specific thing in mind. I came into streaming with, like, if I'm gonna do this, I do not want to be the stereotype of the streamer who says one word like every 5 or 10 minutes. No. I was going to, oh shoot, this is not supposed to have a promotion branch. Uh-oh. Hold on. Let me check this real fast. Oh shit, this is not supposed to have a promotion branch. Oh shit. Hold on, let me pull up the class editor real quick. You're saying you crack the code, big boom model takes up the most of the screen, displaying gameplay in the chest. I'm gonna talk about that in a bit because that is an option to do things. Let me double check the Wyvern Lords. Oh shit. Oh wait, no, Wyvern Lord is actually correct. Okay, so this is actually the only class that has like okay, so I think Wyvern Lord is correct. Okay, it looks like Wyvern Lord is... Okay, yeah, okay. Wyvern Lord is the only correct promotion. Yeah, okay. That's fine. No, wait, oh shoot. Fine, I'll do it next turn. I keep pressing too fast. Oh my goodness. I hate those engagement phrases so much. Every single time it's just like, if you like what you're watching, be sure to follow. It's like, or they only respond to like, here's the thing. Oh, there's so many of these streamers that they, and I understand this. I understand this fully. It's that part of your streaming career, if it's super early in your streaming career, where you don't have a chat that's willing to engage with you because you have no one watching you. But you still need to talk. Because no one's gonna want to stick around to watch someone just play a game and not have any commentary. Right? So, if you're just starting out as a streamer, you have to... I remember... I think Giga is the one that said this. If you're gonna stream to no one, stream like you're recording a Let's Play. And then just put that on YouTube or something. Like pretend you're recording a Let's Play for YouTube. At least you'll have a commentary. At least you're not gonna sound just like an empty, you know, voice or, you know, just a voice in the void. At least you'll have something going for it. Is it the best way to do things? Maybe not, but at least, hey, it gets something going. Can Garm actually kill? I don't know if I should actually have Garm tank this. I'm gonna pull back a little bit. I don't want Garm to be hit by like 15 different enemies. Or just don't stream games. Like, yeah, you could just also stream other things too that just have more entertainment value, which is also a very valid point. It really depends like what you're trying to do, like what you want to accomplish. Like, I will say I've been very blessed that I've been able to just kind of do this while playing video games the entire time. But I hope that at the very least it's not just me playing video games that's entertaining, but it's also my wonderful, colorful commentary of the things that I'm doing. Oh. Or maybe it's the cursed machinations of the stream that just keeps you all coming back. I don't know. Enemies are pushovers. Yeah, I mean, enemies are pushovers. That's true. You stream to force yourself to do art, practice the no talks, you're still doing what you're set to do. That is, like I said, that's a very valid way to do things. It just kind of depends what people want. Some people want to be like a niche internet micro e-celebrity and just like have everyone watch them and be like, look at me, I'm awesome, I'm a great VTuber. Or I'm a great streamer. But it's just like, it's not easy to get to that point, to become fun to watch. I've been at this thing for like, what, 5-6 years now, and I don't even think I'm that good of a streamer. I think I'm a pretty terrible streamer, quite frankly. The fact that I'm even able to be entertaining is truly a miracle. See, the solution... Oh yeah, see, the solution is... Oh no, actually, you know, that's the thing too. I don't know how common this is nowadays, but I remember like when streaming was like still kind of new, the thing that everyone was doing was they were trying to basically be as loud as they can so that they could become clippable. I mean, I'm trying to be humble, like, in a sense. Like, I know this is not an easy thing to ever try doing. The fact that I'm able to do it is quite a miracle. But I'm mostly complaining right now about people who, like, scream to be clippable. Like, oh, I'm so submissive and clippable, and haha, look at me, you know, moaning or screaming something into the microphone. Isn't it so haha funny? Just click that. Oh, we're gonna do this promo scroll. And I think, I'm not gonna say it's cursed, but boy, gee howdy, it does seem like it's a little cursed sometimes, where it's like all they're trying to do is clip maxing or clip farming or whatever you want to call it. That's why those games are always so popular, like the friend swap titles, like I mean, to be fair, okay, I clickbait ironically. I know it's dumb, but I do it because it's ironic. But you're not hearing me like purposely screaming into a microphone super loud to be like, whoa, haha, crazy. Like Lamau XD. If there's any actual clickbaiting, actually there's the only clickbaiting is when I like pretend like, oh my gosh, look, speaking into the mic's so funny. The only time I swear I'm not actually clickbaiting is like when I guarantee you though, like whenever I say English words incorrectly, that is not clickbaiting. That is actually just me apparently pronouncing things incorrectly. Earlier today, I was looking at the word albeit, and I'm like, is this pronounced albay or albeit? And I was like, I'm pretty sure it's albay. And I was like, wait a second, no, it's gotta be albeit, right? And I was like, I'm pretty sure it's albeit. But now I'm like double guessing myself, and at this point, I don't even know. I'm just gonna roll with whatever it ends up being. English is a very funny language, I tell you what. Actually, I'm pretty sure we can just do this. We're just gonna have you. Ooh, that guy actually hurts. Yeah, English is a funny language, ain't it? Yeah, Brunya can heal. Oh, even better. Oh yeah, I forgot this animation stuff is broken. That's fine. So yeah, that's the whole thing with VTubers. Which was indeed correct. Yeah, listen, sometimes I can process the English language properly. So, anyways, yeah. This all stemmed because I saw a tweet that was basically like, I'm quitting because I can't make money off of being a VTuber. I'm just like, oh yeah, that's the other thing too. Being a VTuber, the investment that you have to make is kind of nutty. Like, again, unless you know how to make your own model, or you know how to use other people's assets or whatever, or you have a friend that's willing to make a model for free, or you download something for free, this ain't easy. It ain't easy being cheesy, as the great Chester Cheeto would say. Because boy, gee howdy, I see some of these models and I'm just like, I was actually considering commissioning a 3D model at some point, in a specific chibi style that I really like. And the people that I could do them were charging like $700. I'm like, I should just learn Blender at this point. So I don't know. But then I'll be like, I'll try to Blender out for like 5 minutes and I'll be like, man, this sucks. I'm gonna do something else, and then I'll get bored. I know my own inability to stay focused on a specific task. Trust me, I'm well aware of my own ineptitude when it comes to that. Oh, you know what's funny? I actually have hand trackers. I'm not even joking. I have these hand trackers I bought when I was when I first became a VTuber, that I never use. Why does Garm keep critting? I used it when I had like a 3D model, a long time ago when I was using the Vroid model. It was actually really cool. It's basically one of those things you lay on your desk and it just shoots out like lasers from the top, and then it just kind of tracks your hands and all that jazz. But I basically never used it after I became a live 2D model, so it's been kind of sitting on top of my PC for the past, I don't know, 4 years now. It's just collecting a bajillion dust on it. It's still there. I've just never moved it off the top of my case. I'm pretty sure I could draw on the dust and the drawing would stay there. That's how long it's been. Yeah. That's your name. Hello, John. I didn't get a chance to add more stuff to the sheet. Don't worry. I know your other character's not on there yet, but your character's probably not going to get recruited today. As an FYI. So, yeah, it's I bought a lot of things for VTubing that I ultimately just never used. Hey, remember when I used to do VR streams? Should we do that again? Wow, crazy cons. Is this guy move? Okay, it doesn't. Okay, I'm pretty sure I could just have Darcy kill everything. Yeah, I've considered doing VR streams again at some point, but part of the problem is that I don't want to pull out my VR headset. And also my room is kind of like full of stuff that I would probably just trip over my own items, and I probably don't want to be running into things. Are you gonna let me do VR streams? I don't know. I'm not doing VR chat. I think VR chat she would be very not pleased with. But other VR content, like just, what if I did I wouldn't do Beat Saber. That's kind of boring. Actually, I would probably just do driving streams, honestly. Like, oh, let's go play some, what is that racing game that I used to do? Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, I don't know. It's a shame that Ray gets sick from first-person stuff, but she's been a little more okay with first-person stuff a little recently, but I think that's just because I keep it manageable, I guess. What do you mean I mixed up the names in the last two? Oh, wait, oh, shoot. Oh, did I mix up the names? Wait a second, hold on. Let me look at the sheet real fast. Okay, wait a second. I'll fix the sheet after stream. I don't want to fix it right now, but I do see what you mean. John Doe should be moved up here. And then okay, Shibe should be over here. Has this Shibe seen any streams? I know they came in with you, Expo. Probably my guess is from the FEU community, so I'm just kind of wondering if they've seen any of this stuff yet. What happened? Oh, there we go. I think Ray's been kind of okay with it, as long as I kind of warn her ahead of time, or she'll just go do something else, because I got Ray a really fun device for our anniversary, and it's basically a video game device that she just plays on her bed all the time, and she's been bed rotting playing basically every Pokemon or DS or 3DS game under the sun that she can get her hands on, and it's kind of fun for her, so, you know. Hello, Limeware, how are you doing, comrade? So yeah, we'll have to see what the options are. I'm not even joking. The device is called an Ainthor, and it's literally an emulation device that runs on Android. It's really cool. It's like dual screen touchscreen. If you ever wanted to mimic that DS experience, that is the device to do it. It's kind of awesome. What do you mean? What's amusing? It's true. No. It's an actual video game device, I swear. It's not anything else. Oh my goodness, I can't believe this. I'm being accused of things that I'm of immoral acts. Ah, gotcha. Okay. I would never do such immoral acts such as that. Oh. So yeah. Oh, that was quite a topic. Like I said, VTubers, man. VTubers. I don't interact with that many VTubers, I'll be quite frank with you all. It's just not terribly. I don't know. The other reason, okay, here, want to know the real reason I don't interact with a lot of other VTubers or content creators or streamers for the most part, is that and this is probably not true for the most part, but I feel like everyone has a motive. Everyone wants to talk to someone else because they believe that person will have a way to elevate them in the streaming career. And while I am not a person that would be able to elevate someone, I don't want to come off as that person who wants to essentially leech off of another person's success. Does that make sense? Like, I don't know if it's like completely unnecessary to think about it that way, but that's how I feel a lot of the times. That's why I don't want to ever come across as that person who's only talking to this person because, oh, you know, I'm trying to leech off of your e-clout. Oh, it was the last enemy already? Cool. If I genuinely know the person, then that's fine, because I'll talk to them a lot. Like, I don't talk to Say that often, but when I do, it's usually like, hey, when are we doing Minecraft or something stupid like that? Eugenia's in Kill Me slot and vice versa. Are they supposed to be swapped out? Oh, shoot. Did I mess it up? Oh, yeah, I did. Oh, you know, I know why this. I know how this messed up. Okay, hold on. Okay. Yeah. I was swapping their slots around so that I know. Yeah. Did she really submit 2 characters? Okay. Got it. All right. I see what's going on. Yeah, okay, I see what's going on. Okay, I'll fix that in a bit. Should be fine. So anyways, yeah. If you're gonna become a VTuber, be prepared. That's all I can say. It ain't easy. And if you better be ready. You better be ready for suffering. Oh, hold on. I feel like there was something I'm missing on this map. There was supposed to be like some other treasures. Oh no, so they're the last one. Okay, so Zader attacked Brian, both survived the encounter. Okay. The problem is Satiyu has a very high chance of killing the poor guy, which is my biggest concern. He's not gonna move. Okay. All right, we'll find a way to do this. I'm not sure how. Oh my gosh, we have physics. Boy, you have a physics staff? Okay. Oh, I think it was supposed to be a javelin, but I was like, you can have a physics staff. Wait, why are you? Wait, what? What the heck? Did I get the wrong class? Oh, I overwrote the bishop animation. Oh shoot. So all the female bishops are sharing Alana's animations because I think Alana's animations are keyed off the bishop, and oh shoot, I must have overwritten the bishop animation. Ah, dang it, I gotta fix this. I'll fix it later. Tatiyu might actually die in combat, which one I'm a little concerned about, so we'll have to see. Just have to not kill the target. That's all we gotta do. All right, let's see how we can do this. So. Oh, that's a very high chance of not killing the guy. Tatiyu would have to crit. What do we give her? A weaker tome? Okay, what if we give a weaker... Do I have any fire tomes? I don't. Okay, never mind. I think Alana has a fire tome, but I have no idea where her character is. It's all the way here. I don't want to bring her over. I'm too lazy. Let's see. Oh, is that it? Wait, what does he have? Silver axe, hand axe, flycatcher, energy ring. Oh, okay. Yeah, I could just... Who are you bonded with? Anole and Brunya. Okay, so as long as we put Brunya close enough. Well, let's up this support a little bit, and then we'll just kind of have... That should probably give more defense to our lass here, and hopefully she's not going to explode. Okay, and then what I'm going to do... Trade away that Thunder Tome. Okay, so she's just going to use a hand axe and it should be fine. And then we'll jump him afterwards. So anyways, yeah. Just going off again. Oh, speaking of other VTubers stuff, I will talk about some other stuff in a bit. Oh, Captain, is that you? Is that you, Zader? Yeah, it's me. It's been a while. All right, skip the dialogue. Yeah, Flycatcher's not gonna do much here. Oh, never mind. That hit. That's scary. You've grown stronger. Nice work, boy. But it is in the end, so ready your axe. Captain, please. What happened to you? What happened to the crew? We used to be good pirates. Whenever there was danger in the sea, we solved it. We protected those who feared the sea. Actually, that's a terrible voice. What voice should I give her? To those that... Nah, I don't want to do like the sultry voice. I feel like I'm gonna die. Then one day you told us to invade a supply ship. Then we raided innocent travelers at sea. And then you'd kidnap innocents and you would knock them out and steal their organs. Why do something so awful, so evil? I hated doing that. So why continue? We had something good, something to be proud of. Then you became the people we tried to stop. I don't get it. I hated it. You changed, so I went and left you. But my experience with the cipher mercs taught me how to be stronger, how to fight for your beliefs. Answer me, Captain. Why go down this awful path? Answer me, you schwalbuckle. Is that a slur? I ain't proud of what I did. But times have changed. We needed gold. And lots of it. We were in debt. We couldn't afford anything. You're a pirate. Well, how are you in debt? Just go kill the people you're indebted to. But we ate fine even at the worst of times. We slept in beds. We were warm in the winter, cold in the summer. Many of you were starting fresh. We gave you the best conditions to hide the cruel reality. I can't remember the last time I had a decent meal. Even when you were around. Those people we saved, they were always poor. Nothing they could reward us with. We were trying to do good, but got nothing out of it. Materials to defend them. We were running out. Those people were gonna get robbed anyways. So why not we benefit from it first? That's terrible, even your reasoning. I know, but I was sick of... Wait, oh. Okay. So, this man here is supposedly the leader of Zader's pirate crew. Or, right, the crew that Zader was part of. Except all the crew members ate normally, but he didn't. he basically starved himself so his crew could eat nicely. Okay, first of all, okay. So I guess it's trying to build up for us to be sympathetic to the guy, but at the same time, he's also out there pillaging innocents and apparently harvesting their organs? Am I understanding this correctly? Is that what I'm understanding is going on here? I was sick of starving and freezing. We all were. But when you left, many others followed suit. It was for the best. You were a good kid. Captain, you can reform yourself. You can join me and fight for a proper cause. You'd get paid. You won't have to lose the way to live. It's too late for me, lad. Oh, here it comes. It's too late for me, lad. I've killed innocents. I take lives for their organs just to live another day or two. People figure we know each other out. You'll be hated. I don't want that for you, and I won't let it happen. That ain't true, Captain. We can learn to forgive everyone. Oh my god, I don't know why I went to Mickey Mouse voice. We can learn. We can forgive. Everyone can change. Stop it, boy. Not everyone thinks like you. I won't let him get a chance to think bad thoughts of you. But I'll do this for you. I'll take off for now. Maybe we'll see each other in the future. Maybe a better man. Don't be the man I am, Zader. No, Captain. Okay, and then I guess two random fighters decide to pop out of the woodwork and are now the enemies we have to kill? Question mark? Okay. Alright then. I mean, I get the point of that cutscene is to help us build sympathy and also to build Zader's backstory out. It's kind of hard for me to really feel sympathy for a character that literally just admits like, oh yeah, so anyways, I killed people to steal their organs. Yeah, so here's the EXP you would have lost. So it's very, I don't know. I get what it's trying to do from a storytelling perspective. I don't know if it really did it as well as it could have. I think they definitely tried. I don't know, obviously I skipped a lot of dialogue, obviously in this run because we're trying to speed through everything, and if you want to experience the actual dialogue, you play the ROM yourself, but there is probably like a lot of context that I am missing, which is my own fault for kind of skipping a lot of that dialogue, which is fine. But I just think it's really funny that he's just like, anyways, I killed people for their organs, here's my pity backstory, let me go. And then it's like, okay. I bet you there's gonna be more dialogue. I actually am vaguely interested in the dialogue between these two. I'm gonna use Fenrir. I want to see the animation for this. Have I seen this yet? God, I love the dark magic animation in this game. It's so nice. I think my favorite dark magic animation is like Ereshkigal from Fire Emblem 7. That thing is sick as heck. Oh hey, we still got the energy ring. Zader. Captain, you came back. Have you reconsidered? No, listen here, Zader. I've come back to hand you what I owe you. Oh, we've crushed any hope you've had in us. Forced you to kill, gave you a life of hatred. But Captain, I'm not done yet. Doesn't matter what you want to say, we did. Oh my god, my throat is actually dying. I can't keep doing this. Hold on, let me drink some water. My throat's actually dying. I do not have the stamina to do a gravelly voice that often. I can hear that sorrow in your voice. You're better off here fighting the good fight than with corruptions of the sea. So here, take this and get on with it. Is this your prized axe? I can't, Captain, really. Would you rather I kill a maiden with a bloody axe? Okay, calm down, buddy. No, I don't want you killing innocents at all. Yeah, me too. Then shut it and take the axe already. Yes, Captain. Better not make me regret this decision. I'm trusting you to live an honest life here. Thank you, Captain. I will. Axe in hand. Okay, we got a really cool, overpowered axe. All right, and then here's the rest of the Lear plot line, which we don't care about. Oh, there's plot. All right, okay, hold on. Whoa, whoa. Okay, is Akira a recruitable character? No, okay, Akira's one of the plot characters. I cannot remember who Akira is. I feel like we're kind of starting off a little extreme. As you know, I was a child when my village was burned down by murderous bandits. They slaughtered anyone they saw, including my brothers, sisters, and parents. I was the only survivor, but bandits were on my trail, readying for one final kill. Yeah, I'm totally gonna record all this and put it as part of my VA demo reel so that a video game company can hire me, or anime company can hire me to voice their characters. Totally. That was then. A swift arrow flew over my head and killed the bandit. Lady Oichi saved me, and Sir Seidan followed her with a swift sword stroke. Oh, shoot. I don't think that's supposed to be a Tarvos, but since I think that was supposed to be the Ephraim class, and I kind of replaced it, that's probably what happened. Alright, anyways, a lot of plot. Oh my gosh. Oh wait, is this supposed to be Gabura's plotline? Oh, the constraint Gabura, Akira is Gabura. I completely forgot. The baby. The baby. It passed before it was given a chance to be born. That could have been my older sibling. No, it wouldn't. Wait a second. Hold on. I need to look at the character list. I am vaguely lost. Is Akira supposed to be? Is Akira Lear's mother? Oh, wait. She is. Hold on, there's thank goodness the author actually wrote detailed backstories in the character guide, or the unit guide for this ROM hack. So I'm actually like reading it real quick. Yeah, so Akira is actually, or in this case Gabura, is actually Lear's mother, and she is the original founder of the Cypher Mercenaries. I'm surprised she hasn't died yet, because normally if you're a blue-haired Fire Emblem protagonist, your main parent is supposed to die as part of the plot. In fact, both of them usually will die, but that's irrelevant. So I guess she was, Lady Oichi was only conceived once in her entire life. There were no signs of more than one child. There was only one. Oh. Oh, wait, a twist. Lear is actually Lady Oichi's child. Okay, and then I guess Akira is the adoptive mother. Wait, after Lady Oichi found out you died, she was devastated. She quickly went into depression. She couldn't handle what she knew. They didn't give up for answers. Want to know if there's any way you could be revived. Oh, okay, so Lear was a dead baby and then got revived. Okay. This plot is... Okay, we're gonna skip the rest of this, but this plot is definitely something. Alright, next chapter. Other views. Okay, so I have to hack in 2 more characters that I didn't get a chance to hack in earlier, which thankfully I've gotten really good at this. So... we're gonna take a look at the map real fast. This is Fire Emblem 7 music, I can tell. Aww. Look at baby Lear and child Mao. Zombie baby with a head. Yeah, exactly. Alright, anyways, here's the next map. We're gonna have to do some character finagling real quick, but if you want... Oh, no. It's a fog map. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna do a few things. We're gonna try to get the... okay, so what we're gonna do is I need to do 3 things. One, I need to insert the next 2 characters on this map, and then I need to do the rogue promotion for Gabura. So this chapter is going to introduce 2 new characters, I believe. Yes, so the one that was Serena and let's see. Yeah, so it'll be Serena and Aziel, who are being replaced with the characters known as... let's see here. I mean, Ivy will probably do really good, aside from the fact that she doesn't have a self-healing tome, which is kind of the main problem. Where's the... I don't know where I put the character sheet. Okay, so this is going to be the replacement... oh gosh, where did I put... I am losing track of all of my tabs. Okay, so... Serena... wait, where's Roxana? Wait, what? Oh, okay, Roxana replaces Serena, and this is Shiba's character. And then Jawahar replaces Aziel, which is QQ's other character. Okay. So, while I do this... oh my gosh, I need to stretch real quick. I am turning old. I definitely want to get this chapter taken care of. Let's do this, and then I'll talk more about other things. I feel like I get really heated on certain topics, and I'll just keep like rambling non-stop about them. I hope that doesn't bother people. Like I said, VTuber stuff is... I'm gonna save the game. You're gonna hear a Windows sound real quick. I really enjoy talking about VTuber stuff just because I like looking at what people like to say and complain about all that, because there's always someone complaining. Why are we throwing things at me? I haven't done anything that deserves something being yeeted at me. I do like VTuber drama to a point. I think there's a certain level of VTuber drama that I just kind of enjoy, that are a little silly, but it really depends on like the drama at hand. Okay, so I need to find Serena, and then her name is now Roxana. Hey, at the very least, I haven't been found in any VTuber drama, as far as you can tell. I don't think I'm ever in any drama. Like, for the most part, I'm so bland, I think, when it comes to that type of thing. Or I'm very good at just staying out of trouble, I guess is the best way to describe it. Okay, so we're doing a boon for strength, which is 8, then speed goes down to 11, and then... Shoot. Oh, wait, we're gonna swap this 6, so we're gonna swap this to 8, and then we're gonna swap this to 16, that should be fine. And then swap the A rank in Dark for A rank in Swords, because she's a Myrmidon. Okay, right to ROM. Okay, what does she have for personal skills? Gamble, Anathema, Deadeye, so she's needed at least 2 expansions here. I would never do anything so scandalous. I barely even DM people, honestly. I'm so boring. Okay. Have hit double crit. Okay, that's gonna be interesting. And then Anathema, Deadeye. Okay, so Anathema. So this needs to be set. Okay, and then Deadeye. Deadeye. That should be fine. Okay, so we got those 2 skills in there. You're dying cringe by those plot narrations. This is your payment. Listen, the plot narrations are very important to the stream. Okay, it's very important. You gotta Google Daki. I don't know if you, I think you mean Daki, but okay. Let's get me in the screenshot. I'm always surprised at how much like VTuber. Okay, here's my gosh. Okay, VTubers are truly some of the most, like, I don't even know how to describe it, very childish individuals out there, especially when it comes to just, for some reason, always fighting about like the most mundane things, right? And I'm not trying to be dismissive of like actual issues of people being, say, sex pests on social media, or getting into people sliding into DMs and being like, hey, yo, you want to get some shiggity diggity with it, dog? And then they go to a con together, and then a couple days later it's like, so anyways, I was pressured into this thing by this person, and then it just blows up, and then everyone's like, he said, she said, and then suddenly the receipts start coming out with the screenshots, and then it's just like, oh, now we're getting somewhere, and that's when the real popcorn starts coming out. Local strategy game, VTuber offensive people's cringe voice acting. I hope that's as worse as it gets, honestly. Hello, Goldie Shiba. Ah, okay, you're the Fire Emblem person submitting characters too. Welcome aboard, comrade. Oh my gosh, there was a thing that I just suddenly remembered about VTubers and stuff like that just drove me insane the other day, and oh my gosh, what was it? Oh god, I'm blanking out. Maybe it's best that I blank out on it. I can't remember. I need to download your portrait for this character. I think it's this purple-haired lady. Okay. Why is this trying to save as a WebP? Portraits. Roxana. There we go. Perfect. Is it breakfast time as well? I am waffling. Listen, I am adding characters. You can't rush genius. Also, the fact, like I said earlier, this takes time. I'm allowed to talk about whatever I want. This is my stream. I'm allowed to say whatever I want to talk about. You're all here for the ride. All right, there we go. Roxana's added. So anyways, yeah. I don't know, every time... Oh, that reminds me. Oh my gosh. So the thing is, like, anyone remember that thing with Fillion, the VTuber, who kind of just jumped off the face of the earth because for whatever reason, it's like, oh, like, I don't know, she just disappeared. Well, apparently she had like some kind of advertisement in Akihabara, or for some reason. And it was really interesting because I'm like, I don't think Fillion's at all popular in the JP VTuber sphere, but for some reason she has like a ad placement in Akihabara. And not only that, it's really funny because her face isn't even on it. It's like one of those, like, you know, spooky ARGs where it's like, oh, look, it's like, who could this possibly be type deal. And it's just like, we all know who this is. But I guess a lot of YouTubers want to, like, you know, they get popular in Japan, they'll be popular everywhere. Okay, I need to go find the chapter. We're doing chapter 13, right? Wrong chapter 13. Other views. Okay. I need to go to the unit placer. Okay, so I need to add in... Who's the goober I'm adding again? Who's replacing... Oh my gosh, there's my stupid spreadsheet. Okay, so Roxana replaces Serena, who is, I guess, an enemy unit? Yes, okay, so then we're gonna place you with a Myrmidon email. Okay, write that in, and then... Oh my gosh, you come up with... Fenrir's an A rank, right? And you come with a Nosferatu. Oh my god, wait, why do you come with 3 tomes? Okay, so... I'm gonna give you a Silver Sword, a Killing Edge, and... technically have one more sword. Runeblade's not set up correctly statistically. Lightbrand is the most correct option, so we'll do Lightbrand. Okay. Transferred random ads for about their birthday, such we don't know if anyone doesn't. I mean, I guess that's fair enough too. But in Filian's case, she just didn't even have her picture on it. It was just like, oh, who could this possibly be? Because she might be coming back. Because remember, the whole thing was she tried to sell a model, right, that had like merchandise of a model that she didn't have the rights to. So I think she decided she's gonna just go dark for a little bit to try to drum up hype for her, you know, big reveal for her next character. And that's gonna be... Who the heck is Aziel? I don't see an Oh wait, hold on, am I reading this right? Did I mess this up? Aziel is recruited how? Okay, we have to pay... Okay, wait, hold on. So, Aziel is probably like an event. The Oki, Lear Gabora, placements. Okay, there's probably like a... What the heck? Why can't I find this goober? Recruit with Lear for a X amount of gold. But I'm not seeing this person on the unit placer. Unless they're in an event. After start. So we already got Roxana in. It's probably an event that I have to go finagle now, which makes this even more annoying. Alright, let's go to the event editor. Is he a wyvern? He's a hero, technically. It actually says he's a hero. Yeah, I'm looking at the unit guide. He's supposed to be a hero. But there's none that are specifically named him. He does start as an enemy. Okay. Am I blind? Doesn't appear on turn 4. Doesn't appear on 2. Oh, here we go. He appears on turn 2. Got him. Okay, found him. Okay, so level 1 hero who's being replaced by a... Oh my god, I closed the tab. Why did I close the tab? No, I didn't. Okay. So Jawahar is the replacement unit. So let's go edit his character sheet as usual. Yeah, there we go. Anyways, yeah, I'm a sucker for VTuber drama just because it's kind of fun to watch, but I don't think I would ever really enjoy being part of it. Honestly, I always wonder like how these people get into that type of drama. It always ends up being like some relationship related thing where it's like, oh yeah, this person was a, I don't know, like a pest, and it's just like, maybe just don't be a pest and you won't be in drama. Isn't that crazy? If you just don't think with your lower brain for guys, then you don't run into issues. Wow, this guy's growths are insane. His faces kind of suck though. All right, well, whatever, that's fine. Okay, so we're booning skill to 8 and we're baning resistance to 3, and then his growths are What is 60, 55, 50, 60? It's very averagey. It's fine. And then you're a warrior, so I think you don't use sword, but you do use bow, which puts you at 71. Okay, watch the drama. Exactly. Don't be part of the drama. Just watch the drama. I will say I used to watch channels like, I used to watch what's his name? Mugen? He basically just does all drama videos. I don't watch him anymore just because I kind of got sick and tired of watching the drama videos. Also because they take way too long to like really parse, but it was kind of entertaining up to a point about that type of deal. Rightful king. Okay. Cool. All right. Luna Soul, rightful king, and then obviously taking only some penalties. That should be fun. Okay. So warrior stats added. That's fine. 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 Affinity should be fire. Okay, thankfully there's only 2 characters being added, so all I have to do is go here, and then we just have to change him to a warrior. Male. Is there only 1 warrior? Or 2? I think this one's the male one. Okay, so we're gonna switch to this one. And then steel axe, swap the light brand for a, I don't know, steel bow, I guess? Yeah, we'll give you a steel bow, that's fine. Okay, so that seems to be pretty. I gotta use the restroom in a moment. Okay, so there's the character Jawahar. Oh, I didn't import the portrait. Where is the Jawahar portrait? Here we go. All right, Jawahar. Import this. Okay. Oh, wrong character. Okay, Jawahar. I'm gonna import this. I assume Jawahar is supposed to be more of like a Middle Eastern-y name. I'm not sure. No warriors. Oh, do they? Shoot, they might. Okay, hold on, you're right. I can never remember what people get, honestly. Okay, portraits aligned, perfectly done. Right to ROM, perfect. Okay, so let me quickly pull up warriors. I legitimately do not remember what they get. Okay, warriors actually get access to both. Okay, swords and or axes and lances. You're right. Okay, so we're gonna switch this to 0. That's fine. Swap that steel bow for a javelin is okay. Okay, javelin's fine. Am I missing anything else? Oh, I need to go to the promotion editor. Thief. Thieves only promote to rogues, so we'll do 33, 33, 0. Okay, so rogue's the only promotion. Fantastic. Then I gotta go to the rogue class. And I have to make sure everything is correct, primarily ensuring that all of the bases are correct. So max stats for everything is 30 and everything except for that's fine. So that's correct. Yeah, this ROM hack's a little janky in that regard. It's kind of neat regardless, but it is something to keep in mind. Okay, and then set this one to 5, and I'm gonna set this. Okay, we're gonna set this to 5. I'm gonna set this to 255 so it can never be unlocked. So I'm too lazy to fix that. Okay, that should be fine. All right, we're gonna close the ROM, and I'm just gonna pray I did this correctly. Again, vibes-based ROM hacking. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, speaking of which, I saw this thing earlier where apparently the hot new thing for game development nowadays is someone made like some kind of big ol' database of game mechanics, and there's like, oh yeah, just click and choose a bunch of mechanics and we'll vibe code it for you or something like that, or we'll have AI generate like a new game concept based on the mechanics that you want. I'm like, oh, is this where we're at with game development now? Everything's just like going whole hog on this. Now, I don't think it's new, but I think I was like, the first time I saw it on social media, I was like, oh, that's the hot new thing, I guess. All right, we're gonna go to Gabora. All right, smoke that scroll. Google Gemini. Wait, really? It's got a game studio generator now? Oh my gosh. That's kind of cursed. Dun 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 dun. You can tell on the edge. Oh my gosh. That is horrifying to think. We're just self-perpetuating the AI, everything is AI vibes, isn't it? That's awful to think about. Dinner handwriting done, quiz done, help net, printer, Example of it's launched for class of your head, aim process, you'll wait. Oh, speaking of, that reminds me, the other thing too, is only go, speaking of that, apparently millennials are probably like the last group of people, and maybe Zoomers are like the last group of people that know how to actually do tech support and how to fix computers, because apparently Gen Alpha doesn't know how to do it. Half of the Zoomers don't know how to do it, and Boomers don't know how to do it, so it all, once, only millennials and apparently elder Zoomers are like the only ones who know how to use a computer nowadays. All right, we're gonna promote. We should probably bring the opposer into the match. Oh, let's promote Arani. You're fine. Why even code? Why not have a whole OS? I'm pretty sure someone's made an entire OS that's just AI. I'm fairly sure there's an entire vibe coded OS. Just that Gemini vomit it up. Barely had anything to do with the RimWorld using half the rules from generics. Oh, Jesus. See, it's like people who make tools like that don't understand the reason why some of these tools exist in the first place, but they just want to do it because AI. It's like, oh, we gotta just keep jerking off that AI, man. It's all about that AI. The AI knows how to do it. Just why do it yourself? Oh my gosh, there's some content. There's a content creator that I used to follow a long time ago. I've been meaning to unfollow them on Twitter for a while, but it was really interesting because they made a anime-based tabletop RPG that I was kind of interested in, and then the more I looked at their stuff, like, oh, they went really deep on the AI train, and it was like, oh, that's unfortunate. To the point where I don't know, I don't want to say it like, oh, it's bad because they went into AI. It's more like they went into AI, but they also kind of went real deep into a certain thing that I won't describe, but they got very political, and I was like, oh, okay, this is like, I should probably stop paying attention to this stuff now. To the point where they were like posting AI memes and AI anime art and AI music, and I'm like, I didn't even realize, like, I know, I've listened to some AI music. Most of the time it sucks. There's been a few pieces that have been surprisingly scary good, and I've been very concerned that that's becoming more popular. Okay, let's sort through our items, because I think we're gonna swap some characters around to at least give myself a little bit of a challenge. This map is really big. Okay, so first and foremost, I'm going to bench. I think we're gonna bench Ray. I think we can bench Ray for a second. We'll take Gabora, and then I kind of want to take Ivy. All right, Arani, do you want your archer or do you want your bishop? You're on a horse now, or you can have Ivy up. Oh, I gotta change the difficulty. That's right. Oh, shoot, you're right. Okay, hold on. You're right. I forgot to change the map difficulty. Hold on, I gotta find the right editor. I think it's just the chapter editor. Okay, so difficulty is +3. I think +3 should be fine. Oh, I'll do it +4. 4 should be fine. There we go. Tied with one of those LLM-powered text-based game things a while back. It was interesting because they consistent and fed several pages of lore around. I cannot imagine feeding my deep lore into some kind of AI stuff. I would go crazy. All right, we're gonna bench Arani then. We'll take Ivy, and then who? Okay, Emmet-Yan's. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Emmet-Yan belonged to QQ. QQ's other character is Jawar. I kind of want to see if we can fix. I kind of want to see if we can fix Emmet-Yan. I'm sure if we just feed him enough items, he might be okay. He actually does have okay skills, like surprisingly enough. Like Devil's Luck is really funny. Let's see. I think I might bench Logger for this mission, and then I think we'll take on Emmet-Yan, and then could take a second archer with the opposer. Yeah, I think I want to see if I can. I want to see if I can fix Emmet-Yan. I feel bad. Yeah, we'll bench. I think we'll bench Garm for this mission. We'll take the opposer. Might as well take 2 pre-promotes along with us. You've been kind of stuck there not doing anything. I feel kind of bad. All right, let's quickly. Okay, one, I need to use the toilet. So I don't know. You can look at this really cool map, I guess, of thing. Oh, that's a lot of pre-promotes, huh? Oh, that's kind of. Oh, whoa! These things are actually kind of scary now. Wait, is that a flux tunnel? Okay, so I kind of bumped all their stats up by 4. They're surprisingly scary now. Oh yeah, that's actually. Oh, these things are actually kind of scary. Is it what is the mission objective? Defend? Survive? Oh, it's a defend map. Oh. Hold on, is there any cool things to find on this map? Let's see, chapter 13. There's an agility, though there is a boots on the map. Okay, so there's a boots. Let's see here. Over here, but we gotta send someone. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be nutty. It reminds you that work you asked to help get an old computer back up and running so you could use a program on it. The thing has been updated since 2019. Good lord. Oh, it's 4 levels of growth. Okay, well, we can survive 4 levels. Okay, I'm gonna use the toilet real quick. Maybe bringing some of these pre-promotes might be a little risky, but it should be fine in theory. I may or may not just promote Z Opposer immediately. Emmetjan can't even promote right away, and I feel kind of bad for the guy, but we do need to find a way to fix him. Like, okay, so Emmetjan's biggest issue is that his strength is just kind of hot doo-doo. So iron weapons, or even a steel lance, he's not going to do that much damage in the first place. And on top of that, his hit rate is, and his avoid's good, but the rest of his stats are just really rough. Ivy's got... Ivy will be okay. Ivy is incredibly tanky. It's everyone else I'm concerned about. Like, Tatsuyu is basically like a walking glass cannon. And, I mean, we have a lot of healers, and obviously we have Brunya and her giant assets. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can fix Emmetjan. We're going to give Emmetjan an energy ring, and let's see. You don't need a speed ring. I'm going to give him a goddess icon, too. There we go. Okay, that should fix his stats up just a little bit more, and he's gonna suck even less, which is great. Actually, just because I think it's necessary, I think I will promote him at 10. I think this man needs a promotion at 10. I will give him one of the bond essences, actually. We have so many of these potatoes. Okay, and then Brunya should probably take a heal staff. I don't have a spare heal. You can have a mend. Oh, okay, and then we're gonna give, we'll give Z Opposer. You know what Z Opposer kind of needs? No, your girls are kind of all over the. I might actually give that girl scroll to Emmetjan. I think it'd be kind of funny if we can just make this man who was like so bad at the start like a god near the end. Yeah, he can have the girl scroll. If he doesn't use it, then whatever. It's only +5, I think, right? Yeah, it's +5. Okay, Lucina's fine. You're fine. Oh, I think you can use stabs now. I actually don't have that many stabs. Can I buy them? Oh, you can't buy stabs. Oh, that's a problem. Okay, just make sure everyone at least has gear so they don't explode in a million tiny pieces. We actually don't have many heal items either, which is kind of concerning. Okay, Analea, I'm gonna have you trade that heal staff to Brunya, so Brunya can have a standard heal. Havel's fine. I think everyone else is fine. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is you can all kind of gawk at this. I will return in a bit. Hey, does anyone know how much Overwatch coins cost? I'm actually genuinely curious because I just saw something that my friend had posted on Discord, and I am now genuinely questioning why anyone would buy a thing. No? Okay. No, I'm not gonna play Overwatch. Okay, I have no plan on playing Overwatch. But the thing that I just saw is a skin, apparently. And for whatever reason, it's 1 cent a piece. Okay, so this skin is $45 US. Just want to point this out. Hold on. I don't know why this is surprising to me, but it is surprising to me that this is a thing that people are willing to buy. Here we go, I found it. They really said, what if we made Kiriko, but we also charge 4,500 coins? Good lord. Actually, you know what's really funny about this tweet? Okay, so on the actual funny part and why my friend linked it is that here. Oh shoot. And the actual funny part is this. For this amount, I better get Sally Amaki randomly calling me and telling me I'm pathetic. Just want to point out the reply to this tweet. Is Sally Amaki actually responding to this tweet? Is that actually the normal Blizzard price? But God, I can't get behind. Like, Blizzard is crazy. Ever since like Microsoft bought Blizzard, they're just like, all right, we gotta find a way to extract every dollar we do out of these people as much as we can. Also, I forgot, I do need to bring a specific character to this map. But anyways, $45 for a skin is insane. $45, you can buy a full-fledged video game from an indie company or something like that. Or you can buy a AAA game on sale. You could do all sorts of things that don't require you to spend that much money. Who is the character that I'm trying to find the stupid unit guide for? Okay, so Aziel is recruited for free with Rune. Rune is Garm. Okay, so I do need to bring Garm. Okay. So Garm actually has to go on this mission. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bench Lucina. I'm gonna take Garm. That should be a healthy mix of melees and not melees. That should be fine. We'll try this out. It's all about whale baiting. That's so true too, yeah. Every game just like wants to hunt down that magic whale that'll give them like a couple bajillion dollars. Every time I see someone on social media going like, whoa, look at me, I just got like my, I don't know, full memory MiHoYo character in Genshin. I'm just like, how much money did you spend on this thing? This is why they keep doing it, because they know some idiot's gonna spend like a bajillion dollars to, you know, for this type of nonsense. It's absolutely insane. I mean, yeah, you could probably make the argument like, oh, well, those people are the ones that are keeping the lights on. Who am I to say that, like, you know, to tell people what they should spend their money on? Well, I can tell them that they're an idiot for spending their money like that, but, you know, I'm just a random VTuber. My opinions don't really matter in the grand scheme of things, but hey, I'm allowed to complain. I complain about a lot of things. I'm gonna give Emmett like 2 more of those stupid Bond potatoes. I'm gonna fix this dude. I'm gonna fix this man's stats. I'm gonna make him suck less. Okay. Should be fine, should be fine. Oh, do we have a killer for Zygmunt? I don't have a spare killer weapon, do I? I'm benching Ray. Oh, I do have a killing edge for Darcy. I'm gonna keep that on Darcy. I don't think I've... Oh, I guess we'll take Simon's killer lance, because Zygmunt and Simon are the same viewer. It's time to close them down. But, you know, they make so much money. Can't wait for Blizzard to go under and you can join the Age of WoW private servers. Nothing is stopping you from just making your own. I used to play MapleStory private servers. I want to play I miss actually kind of playing MapleStory, but I really do not miss playing Korean MMO mechanics. Garm is probably, or Havel's probably the only person that can use the Seas Calling. Oh, that is nasty. All right. Actually, we'll just go to Havel. Yeah, Havel can take this and this. Havel's basically a walking meme machine. Lord of Cygames. I don't know. Cygames is kind of whatever. I don't play anything by Cygames. I tried the what's it called? That one fighting game, and I just did not like it that much. I sense the same magic in the air. Then you'll remember the dark magic created fog where it's not the source. The fog should be lifted. Try killing a dark mage to the west. Oh, okay. Go kill the dark mage. All right, so we got this one set up. This character is Roxana, who needs to be talked to with Tayam, Diana, or Lamont. Did I bring any of those? Tayam. Lamont is Zikmund, okay. I can talk with Zikmund or Umi, who's not on the map. I don't know who Lamont is. Wait, that's Zikmund. Who's Tainum? Or Simons? Oh, because it's got to be Zikmund. Okay. Yeah, it's got to be Zikmund. I saw about Vegas more dependent on rich people than average tourists for profits. Oh yeah, that's kind of how Vegas has always been, or at least it is nowadays, where it's like very much focused on, you know, trying to focus on the rich people who are gonna pay them bajillion dollars for stuff, right? That's the unfortunate reality when it comes to basically everything. It's appealing to people who are willing, because think about it this way, right? You're a company. You make more money selling to less people who are willing to pay more, right? Oh no, I saw the roast. I forgot to read the roast, but yeah, I saw him like basically just roasting that poor soldier about his like awful love life and all that. All right, so we gotta get Zikmund over here, I think. Let's start grinding our way over there, bit by bit. All right, we did rank. Oh, that's 109 crit rate. Seems a little excessive, but okay. Chocolate graham crackers are honestly pretty good. I mean, I don't have an opinion on chocolate graham crackers personally. They have other things other than Uma. Yeah, there's that too. So they watch a video game what he allows as involved with the Yakuza in one way or another. I'm not even surprised. Speaking of video game companies, I saw recently that apparently a big game company, I think they're called like Marvelous, is partially owned by Tencent, and then Tencent is offloading their position in that company. And I'm just like, I can't believe how many companies Tencent has their grubby little hands in. It's actually kind of scary to think about that a lot of the game industry is just like, so anyways, yeah, Tencent owns part of us now, and everyone's just like, okay with this? Everyone's just like, yeah, Tencent. Like, they had money. It's like, They're literally trying to offload all their legitimate creators. But yeah, because all they want to do is put all their eggs into, what's that thing called nowadays? Oh gosh, these things are actually kind of scary. They put all their eggs into, pachinko. They want all that pachinko dollars. Okay, this is actually kind of an annoying map to deal with. Evanjon cannot really do much. Also, these druids are actually kind of scary. Holy cow, they actually hurt like a dump truck. It's all about pachinko. I also know this because some of my favorite anime franchises have gotten turned into pachinko machines, and I can't really do much about that. Yeah, being worth money is game is insane like worldwide. Is it actually worth more money than all other stuff worldwide? What are you making for dinner, Kahila? Oh, hello. I think we're gonna give Dunya her assets weapon. It's actually kind of scary, yeah. Trust me, we're trying to run you down there as fast as we can, but there's a lot of enemies in the way. Thankfully, Nosferatu will keep Brunya alive even if Brunya gets hit, so it's fine. Pork and rice sounds pretty good, though. I don't know, I'm just like utterly astounded just like how much of this is just controlled by these specific organizations. Kind of scary to think about, right? We might actually lose units on this map. It's like we did bump the difficulty up by a good amount. Maybe I shouldn't have done it so much, but whatever. I remember seeing a video. There's a YouTuber who actually tried to redeem his pachinko earnings for cash, and it was a very interesting concept for a video because it's like, oh, I don't know how this actually works. And so he's like, so yeah, anyways, to do this, you gotta like go through all this really sketchy stuff. Garm cannot hit this thing. This thing has how much defense? 26. Good lord. These halberdiers hurt. Also, I forgot to give Garm, yeah, this is actually kind of annoying. I'm actually not quite sure how we're supposed to approach this. That's fine. That's fine. I mean, everything is elite. How many levels did I added? 5. Or no, 4. I added 4. Oh, he crit. Well, thankfully Ivy's really tanky, so it doesn't really matter at all. So anyways, yeah. The pachinko industry doesn't surprise me. I actually... Okay, so here's the thing. I can see why people like pachinko. I would not actually go to a pachinko parlor and gamble. But I can understand the appeal of watching flashing lights. It's basically like a slot machine, but with balls. It's like those coin pusher machines, just extreme, and also you have like a lot of anime. I'm actually super annoyed a lot of times because every time I hear, oh, new project for insert anime series I really enjoy is coming out, and then you just find out, oh yeah, so anyways, they're doing a new pachinko machine. They did this to Yuki Yuna, they did this to Hidano Arya, they did this to Zero no Tsukaima, and it makes me mad every single time because I don't want a pachinko machine. I want a new anime series for these franchises, but we're never gonna get them. We're just gonna get more and more pachinko garbage, and it drives me bananas every time. It sucks. I hate it. I hate that everything is just pachinkoing. All right. Oh, I'm supposed to move Zickman south, right? We're gonna shove you down. Ooh, that's a nasty little mage over there. Let's see. Okay, they actually do damage now, which is kind of spooky. But anyways, yeah, I don't know. Just gotta deal with all this other nonsense. Also, who's the character I needed to go talk? Oh, Garm needs to be on the right side, right? Oh! Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. Garm, does Garm just die? Oh, shoot. Okay. Oh, no! What do you mean it's 16 kills, Garm? Oh my god, that Sage hurt! Oh, oh dear. That Sage did so much damage. 32. Oh my goodness, Garm just will not find peace apparently. Oh wait, how do I recruit the other goober now? Hold on, so I can't recruit for free with Garm, which means I have to pay money with our team to recruit. Oh gosh. Okay, well, that's annoying. I guess we'll have to try. I'm so sorry, Garm. I can't believe I got Garm. That thing, yeah, Garm has like no resistance, and this thing has thunder. Yeah, wait, hold on. I think it also has a skill, right? Yeah, +4 damage if the foe can't counter. The fact that also this thing hit on a 16% was just really unlucky. I think this game runs on one end. On two end, that almost would have basically never have hit, which is actually kind of the spooky part. But these enemies are... Oh, I should have switched the Fimble winner. Still, very spooky. Very, very spooky. Oh well. Garm's legacy will be maintained through Lucina, I guess. I mean, I still have that red gem, but I don't even know if we have enough with the red gem. No, let's see, hold on. So you can haggle him down to 1,000. Okay. But yeah, I don't have rune anymore, so I can't recruit for free. I would have loved to recruit for free, but if that's not an option, I mean, what am I gonna do, right? Gosh, people are so weak right now. It's fine. Just have to kill everything before they can kill us, right? Just trying to alpha strike everything. That Sage is just so nasty. Ooh. It's okay, it happens. You actually see pachinko in normal arcades? I thought that's not really a thing. I don't really see pachinko in arcades a lot of times, so maybe I'm just imagining things. Ooh, Fenrir or Nosferatu? I think we use Fenrir. No, I'm gonna just keep you on Nosferatu for a little bit longer. You never know when you're gonna need a little bit of that dark, sucky magic. I should not have said it that way, I'm so sorry. Let's have Emmet-Jan try to kill this. Fantastic, Emmet-Jan cannot kill this thing. Let's see. It's fine. I'm pretty sure Zoingo's tanky enough to deal with most threats anyways, so it's not that big of a deal. Her draining magic, her Nosferatus. Isn't that what she uses? Oh my gosh, these things are so annoying. Wait, hold on, why is your stats... He does not do that much damage. 25. I guess light magic just kind of sucks. Magic is for nerds. You can't just say magic is for nerds. Okay, magic is a very real place in our society. That's how it works. I'm suddenly reminded of like that one anime slash manga that I was reading. There's like this one series that I liked reading where it's like, oh, the main character can't use magic because she's technically an isekai individual, so she was not blessed with the, I guess, the genes necessary to perform magic. And that's like her whole character gimmick. And so, but it's like a Yuri type thing. You know what I'm talking about. I don't know what it's called, but it was really fun. It was a really fun read. Has a light brand. Oh, wait, really? Oh, that's right. Okay, I gotta figure out how we're gonna recruit some of these goobers. Yeah. Yeah, Ivy being an enemy phase character is pretty nice, so at least she can tank everything, but I do need to at least keep her at least a little healthier, you know? Can't exactly go into an enemy phase without having a lot of HP. I gotta see if I can get Emmett on some stuff. Alright, we're gonna have them do their yap. Okay, and then just gonna keep Arani somewhere here ready to bounce. God, I kind of want to do a let's play of, what's it called? I'm kind of tempted to do a let's play of Last Promise just because that ROM hack is so ridiculous. Ooh, that is kind of nasty. It's okay, I just gotta be careful because again, I need Lear to go recruit. No, wait, Lear can't recruit anyone. Oh yeah, I need Lear to recruit Aziel, who's gonna supposedly come from the right side. To be a little careful. Thankfully, Zoingo has immunity from arrows, and so Zoingo is just gonna tank everything. Ooh, those guys are coming in quickly. Can we just blast them with magic? Ooh, I should just use thunder. Okay, there's actually no point in using thunder. It's just better to use Fimblewinter. Yeah, just start spamming Fimblewinter. There we go. Start blasting with that heavy-duty magics. We'll see. I actually kind of want to play some. I do like Fire Emblem a lot, but again, a lot of my biggest gripes with Fire Emblem is just like the modern stuff. You know, it's just all janky and everything. I did see a Hololive Emblem, and I kind of want to play Hololive Emblem just as is. It's literally just what if Fire Emblem but Hololive, and I'm like, that sounds silly, but I'm all for it. You know what I mean? Okay, there's the Merm, who's probably gonna attack with a light brand, so I should probably keep. Yeah, so I think as long as we are just a little careful. Oh, jeez. Actually, a little scared of this. Oh, that's a lot of nasty flux damage. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to switch to Killer Axe, and hopefully she doesn't attack us directly. And we should be fine. This thing actually hurts like a dump truck, too. Why is everything just like a dump truck nowadays? Man, it's rough. Actually. Oh, we didn't get the kill. That's concerning. That's actually, this is really bad. Okay, so I know Zickman has to be the one to talk, so I have to make sure we're in. Oh my gosh, why can't no one can kill this thing? Why is this goober just so hard to hit? Never mind, he's dead. I guess as long as Zickman wins the coin flip, it's just almost a guaranteed crit every single time, and he'll just kill. Alright, and then I should be able to have you go here. As long as Zoingo can hit, we're safe. These casters are spooky. Anyways, we'll see. Like I said, we'll do Fire Emblem another run in the future, but it's gonna take. I'm gonna need a bit of a break. The crit chances on the coin flip. It's the other part that's the coin flip. The hit, because you have to hit the crit. So if you don't roll the hit, you're not gonna get the crit. That's what I mean. Alright, so at least we'll get one of them, and then we'll have to find a way to get the other one. Yeah, it's 2 hit that's the real gamble. Alright. I'm gonna pull Lear back a little bit. Just start killing. We're gonna start killing. I think Lear can survive. He's a strong lad. Although he's gonna have to take quite a couple hits. Someone who played Hollow Emblem can't really. Oh, is Hollow Emblem really not that good? That's kind of a disappointment. I saw it and I'm like, it looked interesting, but obviously it might just be my rose tinted glasses for HoloLive things are pretty rough. I did see some of the art, and it is a little rough, but hey, it's a passion project. I'm willing to usually excuse art in Fire Emblem ROM hacks for the most part, because I know a lot of it's not going to be super good, especially because a lot of these are just, you know, wacky indie projects. Let's see if I can run Emmett down this way. Emmett down's actually kind of beefy too, so we'll see how that pans out. Okay, yep, so we're gonna use the light brand. Fantastic. He basically is unable to hit us. They're making some kind of sequel for Hollow Emblem 2? The quest for more memes or something like that? I saw, oh my god, I saw the other thing earlier, the other day. Apparently a lot of HoloLivers just lack common sense. Like, I think Fubuki just realized that, oh, you need to actually empty the water in a dehumidifier. And then I saw another tweet from Miko, apparently, where she's like, oh, you need to put water in a humidifier? It's just like, oh my god. I don't know if these people thought that just humidifiers just magically put water and moisture into the air. And then for a dehumidifier, where do you think the water goes? I swear, VTubers are just lack common sense for certain things. It's very spooky. Oh, that's a scary bishop. I really need to fix the bishop animations. I'm kind of sad I replaced them. Oh, he's double hitting. Oh, that has a very real chance of just killing Zoingo. Yeah, what's up with that trend? I saw that trend the other day. I was like, oh yeah, so anyways, these VTubers just are eating literal mold, or they're eating around mold. It's like, okay, do they just not have money for food? Or like, what's going on? What is going on with these VTubers? Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, I need to pull Lear back. I might need to switch Lear to the light brand and just hopefully he can just keep tanking that line, but it's gonna get a little nasty. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's gonna get nasty real quick. We gotta give Lear some kind of a heal. I think we have a physics, so we'll just heal from range. I found out you can hold A to just kind of speed up. You would never catch me eating moldy food. Vigilance plus 20. Arcane Blade show. I think I get rid of Discipline. Discipline's probably not necessary anymore. Yeah. I don't think it's overflowing. I think you can go up to 255 hit rate. As I say, common sense aren't. I mean, that's true too. Let's go yap to this individual so we can recruit them. All right, hello, child. That's odd, you don't seem like you belong in this battlefield. Simple deduction, sir. Now allow myself to prove you with mine. How is life processed to your feelings? Excuse me. I sense a dreadful aura around you, but one that reeks of pity. How swell, a stranger telling me my life sucks. Ah, but your pitiful aura is one I sympathize with. It may suck, as you say, but why would that be? Listen, ma'am, if you have anything to say, just say it. You are troubled, perhaps more than you're aware of. Deep inside, you wish to liberate what you hide. That is all to be said. All right, that's fine. How many? Let's see. Also, I don't know why YouTube chat on my YouTube screen is not up refreshing chat. I gotta like refresh the YouTube thing. You have due to lack of funds twice. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm sorry. Also, VTubers show how needed your career is. That's also true. What generation has done this? Because they thought they could make a big small. God, that's the thing is. I feel like a lot of times these people are just talking about eating moldy food because they know it'll get them clicks, and they'll be like, "Oh, haha! Look at me! I'm so quirky because I'm so silly and I don't know how to, you know, eat food. Ha ha ha!" And then it's just like, "Oh, these buffoons! They're just doing it on purpose." Okay, how do I? Okay, so here's Roxana, shy and unsure mercenary with powerful assets. This is, oh my, okay. Okay, so she's capped out on basically all of her stats. She basically needs to promote almost immediately. Gamble, halved hit but doubled crit, anathema, deadeye, and shove. This is a literal meme build, but wait, hold on, why is her hit rate so high? Wait. Did her hit rate underflow? Wait, I'm... Am I... Double... Halved hit but double crit? Oh, it's a command. Oh, wait, that's still a stupidly high hit rate. Oh, okay. Amazing. You didn't crit. Oh, but you slept them anyways. Alright, sure. At this point, I'm not gonna question it. Sure. I'm not gonna question, I'll accept it, that's fine. That's kind of funny, though. You gotta call out my Huffiums. No, I'm pretty sure this ROM hack is running 1N. It's not. I'm pretty sure it's not a 2N ROM hack. So technically, if it says the number, it's exactly that number. Yeah, the Gamble and Deadeye is a very funny combination. Okay, we're gonna make sure these goobers don't explode. Okay, so I think I can actually just run Ivy into the middle of things and Ivy would probably not die, which is really funny. The problem is I don't know how I'm gonna recruit Aziel because I don't know how to get Lear over there unless Aziel runs up to the north half of the map, which we'll have to see if he does. Otherwise, I might need to send more people to go help out over there. Oh my gosh. Jan has no damage. Let's see, it's a little... Oh my gosh, it's so risky to even run Analea over here, too. These enemies are surprisingly scary. I'm gonna run Fenrir on this guy in the back. We might have to. We'll have to see how to recruit. Yeah, I don't even think... Brunya doesn't need to run... we'll see. You might need to switch weapons. But yeah, I do think it's kind of funny that VTubers are just eating raw meats and being like, aha, look at me, I'm so funny, quirky. It's like, you fool! You're falling for the trap, don't do it. Alright, I'm just gonna have you smack this one around, double Fimble winner. We're gonna speed up the animations, because a lot of these animations just take way too long anyways. Should be fine. Okay. So I could risk Emmet-Jan running in here and just stabbing this one. Or I can heal Emmet-Jan, run in there and stab. I think that's fine. Emmet-Jan's fairly tanky, right? He is somewhat durable. Yeah, sure, why not? Might be funny. Yeah. Is that a Miku sip? That's a cute emote. I used to play so many Miku games. I used to be so good at Project Diva. I'm so washed. I haven't played Project Diva in forever. I used to be good at it. Now I'm old. I'm old. I don't know how to play my rhythm games anymore. The only ones I know how to play are like Chunithm and Murasaki and Mai and some other ones. I'm not a fake weeb. I'm good at video games. Alright, there we go. These guys should be fine now. We'll need to figure out what I'm gonna do with the upper lane. These enemies are actually kind of spooky at this point. Do we just stab them? I think we just commit stab. I don't know if we're gonna be able to do another chapter tonight, just as a FYI. We probably will just end... We might end stream like right after this chapter, or we could just try to hack in a few more characters. But yeah, Fire Emblem runs usually we end a little earlier just because there's not much to do once the chapter's complete. Unless you want to see me play something else, which we do have options. I don't know if they would be fun options, but there are options. Oh my gosh. Wait, is that a sword? Oh, that is a lance. That's not a lance. Why is that? That's just a pink sword. It's not a lance. Oh my gosh, there's so many enemies. Oh. Did she die? Oh, thank God. I thought she was dead already. Okay. We could do unit reviews. Yeah, I guess we could review some units after chapters. Oh my gosh, we're going for Analea. Thankfully, Analea's not gonna die, right? I mean, it is a really short spear, but it don't look like any spear I've ever seen. You know. Oh my gosh, she does get doubled. I think we need to feed Analea more of those stat potatoes. Okay, here's my... If I somehow cannot recruit the Aziel replacement, I might just cheat him into the next map because this map is actually really tough. She needs I don't have any more spare promotion items. There's also a secret shop on this map. But I don't know what's in the secret shop, nor do I think I have the money to spend on this secret shop either. Let me take a look real quick. It's chapter 12, right? Or chapter 13. It's brave weapons, speed wing, agility shoes, and a growth scroll. I mean, I like to finish the map properly. It's like when we used to do XCOM, where it's like, okay, we're gonna finish the map. And then Ray's gonna get mad at me because I would end too early. Or too late. Although, granted, that doesn't happen anymore because I kind of end at a specific time, so it's generally okay. You know, I respect Ray's time, so I try to make sure that I'm able to, you know, end stream at a reasonable hour. That's actually why I swapped my schedule back 1 hour, just even though it's like really rough for me, because I know it's for Ray. Yeah. Yeah, so Zygmunt has a skill called Killing Machine, which doubles your crit rate, and also Halberdiers get Dragon's Rage, like the Swordmaster and Berserker, and it's basically plus 15% crit. You slap on high skill, a Killer Lance, at the very least you're like at 120 minimum. Because Killer Lance already puts you at 60, you know, adding plus 15 from Dragon Rage times 2 is 90, add skill, which is like, what, times 2 or something, or like, you know, take skill and you add that, and it just becomes a very high crit rate. It's very funny. Funny for me. Maybe not so funny for everyone else. Okay, who gets to kill this thing? Can Amidown kill it? Yes? I will try. Hello, Infidave, how are you? Nope, he missed. How goes your magical adventure in the realm of, Fords, I assume is what you're playing. Just play Grand Theft Auto 6 whenever the Fit Girl repack comes out. That's the hot new thing everyone's into. Yeah, totally. Actually, because all these enemies are higher level, we actually do get more experience out of them, which actually is kind of nice. God, I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Oh, wait. This is so risky, because I don't have a way to pull... Jeez. If I do this, there's a very real chance the opposer dies. Am I willing to risk this? Am I willing to risk this? That's a lot of damage. But the problem is that they have javelins. The opposer actually does not have that much defense. Out of void's also kind of rough. Maybe I don't do that. Maybe we don't risk that unnecessarily. Okay. Oh my lord. We're gonna run this one and go up there. I'm pretty sure we wouldn't risk a full game over, even if we just have Lear tank all of it. Lear's fairly beefy. I don't think he cares. He's probably just like, oh, wow, things to kill. Oh, boy. I'm gonna run these. I'm gonna run those for that direction. I'm gonna run these 3 back over here. And then, I don't know how we're gonna get to that other goober. This map just has a lot of guys in a very spooky area. Oh, shoot. Never mind, you're fine. Ivy doesn't care. Ivy's strong. Ivy's strong. Ivy beefy. This is the power of having all these stance skills. What's the new demo that you tried? Also, how's Greg Tech? I'm half tempted to really try installing Greg Tech. No, our other flyer died and no one else has built a flyer. I am not joking. If you look at the unit sheet, we don't get the next flyer until next map. Otherwise, Perry was our only flyer. She died. So on goes the other flyer. There's no other flyers until you get Meline, who is QQ's Grimo's other character. Is that one of those top-down wacky-tacky games that exist? I think I know what you're talking about. Oh my gosh, there's so many enemies. No, Lear, you're not supposed to kill them because they're just gonna keep coming after you. No, cease. They're coming in for his. They want his head. They're just gonna keep coming in. Oh shoot! The opposer got meleeed. All right. There's another one. Okay, I think I'm skipping the animations now. I'll let the animations run. Okay, there we go. But we'll speed up the animations. It is. See, I think I don't like those games that much because I guess I just wanted to use I just want to play Star Sector half the time if that's the thing. No, Logger's alive. We just benched Logger for this map because you only get like 12. Oh my god, reinforcements. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. Alright, now I gotta find a way to kill this thing because unfortunately I don't have a dancer either. Just see if you can kill this thing. Yeah. Oh no, it's not a lot. It's not dead yet. Okay, maybe Zoingo can get the kill. We'll see. I didn't mean to swap. That's the problem. Okay, you're fairly dodgy, so you should be able to hit this. I know. I've been trying to give you opportunities, but I keep messing up. I'm so sorry. You were supposed to kill this one. You know what's the sad thing about incremental games? I'm actually like the target audience for those stupid games. I hate that I love incremental titles. Because they're just Skinner boxes. That just, you know, you click and you see big number go up, and that's it. And I'm like, oh my god, I don't know why I love those games so much, even though they're not really... They don't really provide anything of note. It's just fun, I guess, to see big number go up. What's orb? I don't, okay. The problem is, I don't know how I'm gonna get Lear over there. Zoingo could fly over there, but I would need another person to kind of tank it. Yeah, that's kind of the problem that we're at. Alright, we're gonna pull these guys back, I think. Orb of Creation. Oh, is that another... That's not related at all to the... Whatever that company that Jagex used to have. Didn't Jagex used to have like a game platform that wasn't RuneScape? Because everyone I know and their mother just keeps talking about RuneScape nowadays. You won't be catching me playing any Run Escape anytime soon. Good god. Lear is holding the line. Oh, they're coming in droves. Alright. Yeah, that's dead. What's the one we're looking for? Goober we're trying to recruit is a warrior, right? Okay, we gotta get Lear there. The thing is, if I pull Lear out, who's gonna tank? You know what I mean? The problem with Star Haltag is every trade routes on delete. Oh, yeah, it sounds annoying too. Oh, shoot. Okay. You don't need to buy a GF. Why would I need to buy a GF? When I have a wife already. Why would I need to buy a GF if I already have a wife? Why did she get plus strength? I thought she doesn't have any strength. Oh, maybe she has a bit of strength growth and I didn't realize it. Alright. Lear's gonna get so much experience out of this. Pressing X to doubt. What do you mean pressing X to doubt? I have a wife who loves me very much and I love her very much. Okay, here's my strategy. I'm gonna let them exist for now, and then... Oh my gosh, Havel's so heavy. Zoingo can't pick up Havel. Alright, can I put Ivy in front of all of this? Actually, wait, I ironically might be able to put Ivy in front of all this. Hold on. Okay, yeah, I unironically might be able to just have Ivy tank that entire brick stack, and then we'll just try to pull Lear around. I'm gonna pull Brunya up. I think there's something over here that I want to kill, but I don't know if it's even there anymore. You are a really good tank, except for magic. Also, you're literally just a... Yeah, you're impossible to carry. Oh, wait. The target's already there. Oh, shoot. No, I just saw the talking animation. Okay, so Lear needs to survive. Let me think. Okay, here's my plan. We're gonna have you go over here, trade with Lear, have Lear take the killing edge, because I doubt he's gonna the enemy's gonna use... It's gonna try to use a ranged weapon when possible, so then that should be fine. Then I can have you reposition and swap out there, saving you. And have you pull back down over here. You have no healing items. Do we just roll Z Opposer? You're talking about RuneScape? Oh, sorry. I don't like RuneScape that much, honestly. I liked it. I played it a long time ago, but I haven't touched it in like an eternity. It's just not my type of game. I can appreciate the people who like it, but I don't know. I think it's just like, oh, I don't have time for infinite MMOs, so I'm just gonna play 14. You know, hopefully it doesn't die. I hope he doesn't die either, but it'll be fine. The thing is, after we recruit him, we have to immediately kill everything around him, you know, to like rescue him. Which is kind of a spooky, tall order to deal with. But thankfully we have another couple turns, then we're not actually in that much of a peer pressure time limit. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have, once essentially when we've recruited him, we're gonna have Zoingo capture the fella. Actually, how heavy is he? Zoingo actually does not have that much carry capacity. I don't know why, despite the fact that Zoingo is technically a flying unit who should have way higher aid. So waiting for Falling Frontier. Hooded Horse has been on all space games. What is Falling Frontier? Hooded Horse did some announcement in the creator Discord about like, oh, look at all these new things coming out soon. Oh shoot, did I set Zoingo as a woman? Let me double check. Okay, Zoingo's not a woman there, but maybe the class that I gave Zoingo is the woman version. Actually, it doesn't even matter either. I think the aid was just unlucky. I don't know. Alright. I guess with zero context, that sounds really bad, doesn't it? I don't know, maybe we'll play this Falling Frontiers one day. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, I think if we kill this guy, oh my god. Alright, who's ready for a Nosferatu off? Because these two are basically going to be slamming Nosferatus at each other for the foreseeable future. No, okay, there is legitimately a female version of most classes. That's why I said the woman class. There is actual context for this that is not meant to be sexist, okay? There is real context. I promise. Yeah, we found another promo scroll, which is great. All right, I'm just gonna have Havel kill all these, I guess, and Havel's just... I want to bench Havel. I might bench Havel for a map after this. Okay, and then I think we just bunga bunga through this. Yeah, I mean, Lear can just kill everything, so that's fine. It's time to cancel me. We actually have an assassin that's a maid, you know. If we do, how about this? If we ever do a Fire Emblem Fates PME, you can be a maid class instead of a custom class. There's literally maids in Fire Emblem Fates, and it's literally just there for fan service. I am not even joking. The maid outfits in Fire Emblem Fates don't look that good, is my personal opinion. And my biggest, I just don't like how they look, I guess. Some of them do look kind of fine, but I don't know. I was just never terribly fond of it specifically. Maybe it's because for me the skirt's a little too high, and generally that's usually my biggest complaint when it comes to maid outfits, because a lot of them are just like super short skirts that kind of go up to like the upper thigh, and I'm just like, no, you gotta have it longer. Come on, longer skirts are better looking overall. They have a much more unique, more mature feel. I don't know where I'm going with this topic. Someone's gonna be like, are you a pervert? And I'm like, no. I just have strong opinions on outfits. When I used to make myself a VTuber, I commissioned someone to do my model, and I use VTube Studio and an iPhone for tracking. Am I Kobayashi? Not really. I mean, I guess I have the glasses, a flat chest. Technically, yeah, my character is basically Kobayashi, but it's just me. So yeah, I guess that is true. That is one way to describe it. Why are we throwing things at me? I haven't done... Whoa, that thing is tanky. Is Ray a dragon? No. I am an accountant, that's true. Oh my goodness. Oh! 8% hit rate. Maybe we don't fight this thing. I don't think we can actually... Why are we throwing things at me? I haven't done anything to deserve this. I don't think we can fight this. Yes, I am a Lollibaba character. This is my VTuber aesthetic now. Oh my gosh. Well, at least Havel can just not care. I like how this Cavalier's like, you know, I'm gonna go in there, boss. 0 chance to hit, 0 damage, 0 crit. No, I definitely don't deserve. I am very normal, I promise you. I am one of the most normal VTubers you'll ever find. It could be worse. Although I guess if I was worse, you wouldn't be watching me, right? That's also my opinion. See, Ray's here to keep me on the straight and narrow. That's a lot of enemies that are just spawning. I just saw all that. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, Lord. I didn't think reinforcements would show up that quickly. Okay, so part of the problem is these two are just going to be in a... Okay, wait a second. Hold on. So why is your hit rate so good? Oh, is it actually overflowing? Also, I forgot Brunya can use light magic. Because you can hit now. Is it worth hitting? Probably not. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, yeah, some of this like over hitting thing is a little ridiculous. Let me smack this thing around. Let's kill this. Intrusive thoughts. What do you mean intrusive thoughts? Mid thighs with the absolute shortest a maid skirt should go. I don't know. I'm more of a fan of at least going down to the knee, but that's kind of my personal opinion. Her third skill is just reposition. It's literally just Deadeye that doubles hit rate, and I guess at 186 times 2 on offense, it's guaranteed to be 100. I guess. Yeah, we love overflow. I love funny overflows. Okay, so I gotta find a way to do this. I think the way I have to do this. Oh God. Okay, so I think the only correct way to do this is I need one of these goobers to kill this guy. I need to fix that animation, because again, this is supposed to be Alana's exclusive animation, but I guess it got overwritten into all the generic bishops, which is not ideal. So that's why they all have the, you know, Lilina, Sorcerer, Anim. Okay, then I can have Lear move up, talk. Hello. Drifting off on a battlefield? Yes. Okay, that's fine. Get any sleep? Can't. Work on source need a shelf that can be useful in a matter of time. Switch size out for a better deal. Price and go name what you're worth. 3,000. Oh no, I meant to press, wait, I pressed yes, but I don't even have the money. Okay. Wait. I didn't mean to press yes, but I did. But he still joined us. Okay, whatever. I'm not gonna question it at this point. Sure. Your only skirts that can go below the air, half skirts transform the combat uniform with the freedom movement. Also, you know, they don't have exposed skin on the skirt. I mean, that's fair too. Yeah, that was a very interesting event flag. I did not mean to do that. Wait, did I actually eat my money? Hold on. Oh, okay, it does eat all your money though, so I guess we're broke now. All right, so this is Jawahar. I don't know, man. Just say he's a black. Okay, I guess he's a blacksmith. This character belongs to QQ. This is QQ's second character. He is a warrior with pretty good bases all across the board. Basically pretty average. Gross are kind of fine too, but his base stats are... It is a little rough right now for him, though he does have... Shit. He's supposed to have Rightful King. I'm not redoing this whole map. He should have Rightful King, though. Hold on, can I cheat that in? I know how to do this, I think. Okay, hold on, wait. I think we go here. And then... having him learn at level 12. Okay, you know what? That's not a bad idea. We'll set it to level 2. How about that? I think if we set it to a level 2 learn, that should be fine. So I'm going to go to class or character editor. I'm just going to finagle Jawahar real fast. Oh no, it is set to level 3. Oh no, never mind. I see what happened. I mistyped it. He's actually gonna learn it at level 3. Because I set it to learn at level 23, which I guess means he learns it at level 3. So I guess I don't have to change anything. I just mistyped it. Yeah, they'll never proc at the same time, which is kind of annoying too. Also, I'm sorry, Garm, that you have a really rough time delay. I'm sorry. I hope you're able to fix it. I don't know what's... Maybe your internet's just really rough. Maybe it's a storm. Anyways, because this man's gonna die if I don't rescue him. Oh, wait. I can just move him, right? That's right. He gets to just move. That's right. I can just do that. All right, I'm just gonna do this, and I think we just need to tank this out. Again, I can just leave Havel here, and they're not gonna be able to kill Havel for the most part. I don't think these two are really gonna have to do much. I'm just gonna pull back down a little bit. They can fight there. Yeah, there was a storm in my area to the point where the lights were flickering, and I actually wasn't sure if I was gonna be able to stream today because of the severe weather, and thankfully it did not happen. Roxana towards that scroll. We'll get Roxana the scroll, don't worry. I think Roxana just needs to promote immediately anyways. Not really a point to... we might just promote Zeoposer too. Yeah, I think if I'm not able to kill that guy, I might just... We'll see if Zeoposer or Roxana gets the thing. I think Zeoposer can probably get a few more levels to try to max out luck and strength, but Roxana is like actually completely capped and needs to use something. By the way, Roxana's skills are Gamble, Anathema, and Deadeye, so very stupid high hit rates that we're going to basically abuse the ever-loving Jesus out of. We're gonna have you take... Well, that's interesting. Did I mess up the promotion? Hold on. I swear to God if I mess this up. I think I know what happened. That's so funny. Oh, I know what happened. All right. I'm gonna have to fix this for next week, but I don't think Myrmidons are actually in the base ROM, which is probably what happened. And now I need to fix this, and also fix the Sword Masters and all that. So we'll worry about that. Yeah, so the thing with Sol and Luna being on the same character is that it does have a chance of proccing either instead of gambling to proc both at once with Ether shenanigans. So it really depends what you're looking for. Proc Zikman there. Yeah, that's fine. We'll just rip through this. Luna's just gonna have to tank. I mean, he's basically unkillable at this point. He can just stand there and just slap everything silly. So it's fine. We got all the recruitables on this chapter, so it's okay. As long as Lear doesn't get hit too much, we should be Gucci. But anyways, yeah, I'm for main outfit stuff. I'm always a fan of, you know, near below. That's why in that art that I commissioned, or even in my own outfits, you've seen my VTuber outfits. You know that. Which button do I press? I think it's this one. Yeah, like the cat ears are fake. Hold on, let's take off the fake cat ears. See, it goes down fairly low because that's my preference for this type of stuff. Although maybe I don't like it poofing out this much, but that's whatever. That's just kind of how it's drawn. So I guess the more you know. God, yeah, Brunya's attack is like overflowing. It's really funny. There you go. Ow. Why are we throwing things at me? Listen, I'm just explaining things. Don't you like it when I explain things? That's my entire gimmick. My entire gimmick is that I just don't stop yapping for 4 hours straight. And I do this 4 times a week for months on end. Maybe taking a break once every couple months or so. Or once a year at most. Which is usually Christmas, actually. Actually, this year I do have the Japan trip, which is going to be like my longest break for streaming. I hope you don't forget me that I exist once I go on that vacation, because it's a long trip. But it's okay. You know how you'll keep me in your memory, because I'll be posting about the trip the entire time, and you get to see all the cool photos of all the stuff that me and Ray are up to, like going up mysterious temple mountains and getting attacked by monkeys and boars. I'm not even joking. I can't believe I'm already being forgotten. I can't believe people are forgetting me. What is this? God, Lear really just doesn't care. Lear is just so strong. He's got the power of anime and friendship. Oh. Why is everyone's stream super delayed? No, I can't believe this. I think when I come back, though, from that trip, I will just do one whole just chatting stream, and it's just going to be talking about the trip in its entirety. I think I come back on like I come back on a Sunday, and I might need a day to recover from streaming, and then I'll talk, and then we might just push rimrolled back for like a day or later into the week, something like that. Holy cow, there's so many enemies that has to tank. I mean, Brunya can tank everything here too, which is really funny. God, her hit rate's underflowing. Should I get a new I kind of want to see if I can commission the artist who did this model to do the casual outfit, which would be kind of nice. I don't know how often I'd use it because it's like I have the swimsuit outfit, but I never use it. It's like we're summer already, but I don't play any summer-themed games, which is the problem. When do I ever play anything summery, you know? We gotta have cool water games. I almost said something else that would have sounded way worse when I thought about it. I was like, oh, I should probably not say that. Okay, let's just see. Can you... Oh, Jesus Christ. You can kill this. I don't have to explain what that was supposed to be, but I'm sure you can guess from inference clues. Do not drop slurs. I'm not gonna drop slurs. Why would I drop slurs? What do I look like? One of those degenerates who are just like, oh, haha, look at me, I'm so funny. I said a bad word on stream. You take me for some kind of degenerate? There are unironically streamers who just drop slurs all the time, and that's like their whole gimmick. Wow, I can't believe this. I guess that's fair. Alright, I'm gonna have Emmet tank for until 2. I don't actually know. Can he actually still hit? Oh, you can. Ooh, that's nasty. I might have gotten Emmet actually killed just now. I guess we'll see. I might have gotten him killed. I hope not. Did not mean to place him in such a way. We'll see. Not way for me to run anyone over there. Alright, just move Havel over here to keep tanking. This Cease Calling is really good. Although the fact that I'm not able to get a kill is getting a little concerning, especially because there's all these lords. Alright, I'm gonna put Havel here. Or so I can go here. I can put you here. Let's pull everyone back a little bit. I don't know how I'm gonna use Jawahar yet, so I'm gonna have to pull him back just a little bit more until I'm in a bit more comfortable position with these characters. Same with Roxana. I can leave Zygmunt here, and it should be fine. I think Emmet might be dead. I think I might have messed up, unfortunately. Which, thankfully, we did get we'll be getting John Doe's other character. I believe Emmet is a it's a QQ creation. And we did get Jawahar, which is QQ's other character creation, so at least we have 2 of them, and if one dies, at least another one's ready to go as a backup, right? Totally not copium. Also, what should I stream tomorrow? I have not thought about what I'm streaming tomorrow. Other than I have to stream something, and I haven't decided what that shenanigans might be. Also, Wraith sent me something, that's why she threw something at me earlier. Wait, what are you playing? Oh. Got it. Okay. Ray's been really addicted to Slay the Spire recently. She's been talking to me a lot about Slay the Spire. Holy cow, Emmet survived a hit. He'll be fine. He's actually way tankier than I thought. What an actual miracle. Thank goodness. Look, Slay the Spire 2 is actually a really good game. The other day, me and my friends did a 5-player co-op game, which was really funny. I was like, oh, alright, I guess this is what we're doing now. You ever see 5 goobers all play Slay the Spire 2? It's really funny. Because everyone is just like talking over each other the entire time. Truly an experience that one should at least try to experience at least once in their life, right? Oh shoot, Jawahar is getting attacked. Oh, he gets doubled? Ooh, that could have been really nasty, actually. Yeah, that could have been really bad. No, I will never stream League of Legends. I have self-respect. If I'm playing League of Legends, I'm never streaming it. Okay, I'm a big proponent of playing League of Legends is just asking for pain and suffering. Because one, you start streaming League of Legends, you're gonna get people who only watch League of Legends coming in, and they're gonna be weirdos about it. 2, people who don't want to watch League of Legends aren't going to watch League of Legends. That's basically the simple matter of it all. Yeah, obviously Rocket League, no. We all know what it means. We mean League of Legends by hit company Rito Games. Guild demo. I did want to play County of Fortune. It's on my list of I do want to play this at some point. I have to decide. I'll think about like what my options are. I could play a fighting game. I could play Blaze Blue. Oh my gosh. I saw the news earlier today. Blaze Blue Central Fiction is getting a new character. And I was like, what do you mean the only fighting game that I know how to play competently is getting a new character after like 10 billion years? I was actually so shocked when I saw that announcement. I was like, this game has been like, I don't know, has been out since like 2017 and we're getting a new character now for it. If you don't know Blaze Blue, it's a really fun game that I really enjoy. It's a fighting game, very silly stuff, very anime core. It's very much like the premier anime fighter, at least in my opinion. Its 2D sprite work is very wonderful and just a beauty to behold. And I played the one character that had like dual guns, except she didn't really use them as guns. She used them as like mainly beat sticks. It was cool. Gunkata is such a fun mechanic. Rabbit and Steel. We could do co-op Rabbit and Steel. We could just be like, all right, who wants to join the Rabbit and Steel lobby? Okay, we're gonna just, every time we lose, we're gonna start all over. Probably would have been easier if you actually had a steel axe equipped. Oh my gosh, he hurts like a dump truck. All right. All right, Poser, here's your one chance that you get to use and actually shoot at things. Holy cow, you actually get to pop a guy. There we go. God, look at that damage. It's so spicy. Love to see it. All right, that's what this level up's good. Actually, not a bad level up. The strength and luck is actually what I'm caring about. Oh, I did see, yeah, I think the Dust Run demo's still out. I could try that one. All right, Zickman, it's time for you to get a kill. We'll probably pull Simon out after this mission. God, 113 crit rate. Actually insane. Completely unnecessary, by the way. No, clearly the solution is we have to play vampire crawlers and play the stupid funny card game. God. I actually liked vampire crawlers, kind of, but my biggest gripe with vampire crawlers is that it was such a fast game to clear. If you knew what you were doing, that game was done in 10 hours. It was, well, like, once you figured out the core loop. And I don't know how they're gonna add new content to that game, because the rest of it is just like challenge runs. And trust me, me and Ray, every Friday, we're already doing Slay the Spire 2 co-op. Except now we're doing modded Slay the Spire 2 co-op. Oh yeah, we got all sorts of things. We got, oh, we gotta buy more stabs. Yeah, we got modded characters. She's doing like Library of Ruina, and I'm doing like Toho. And it's just some silly stuff. It's actually a lot of fun playing modded Slay the Spire 2, as long as you're aware of, you know, just that it gets a little silly. God, the fact that Emmett Johnson 5 is actually a miracle. Okay, kill this thing, please. All right, Brunya, use your Brunyas. Report Idolmaster. Is there Idolmaster mods? I don't think so. I know people have been porting like the Toho mods and some other stuff like Library of Ruina. I saw a League of Legends one earlier, including League of Legends Mayhem mode, and I was like, okay, that's a thing. Can you kill this? Yes. I don't know, it takes time for these mods to be updated anyways. Plus, for the most part, I'm looking for weird anime mods because I like making my game as weeb as possible, because that is my entire gimmick as an individual. That's right, my entire streamer gimmick is how can I bastardize this game that I enjoy. Also, we're not gonna be able to buy anything from the shops. I just realized I have no money. We spent all of our money to recruit one dude. And he's not bad, he just needs a little bit of work. He's actually got a lot of base HP. I think this man needs like 10 of those whatchamacallits, the stat potatoes. You know what I'm talking about. Give him enough of them and then he'll become big and strong, ready to rip through anything. Oh my gosh. Oh! Was this the same Nosferatu dude? He just came by. Oh my gosh, he's here now. Never mind, Lear's just gonna crit, I guess. That was scary for like 5 seconds. I think... Does killing him remove the fog? Yeah, wow, that is the same one. Okay. So there's an item over here that I need to see if I can run Zoingo to. The problem is I don't think I can actually run Zoingo all the way there in 3 turns, right? 1, 2... Wait, hold on. You got what movement? 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we can. We just have to run Zoingo all the way and hope Zoingo doesn't die. All right, Zoingo, good luck. May your journey be swift and also you don't explode. That is all I can ask for in these trying times. Okay, I'm gonna run Brunya up here. Yeah, so we did kill it, right? I think we can just pass every turn now. It's not like there's anything else that we have to worry about at this point. Oh! That one's actually kind of spooky. Thankfully, Lear just doubles everything. This run has been like... This mission's probably been the most scariest one we've had to deal with so far, which is probably a good thing. At least it means there's the red stuff we actually have to worry about, and we can't just kind of bunga bunga. The Brunya overflow is getting a little ridiculous, by the way. Oh, there's still more enemies hiding in the fog. Oh! Oh my god. More enemies. I know more enemies just spawned too. Oh my gosh. Am I gonna get Zoingo killed for trying to grab this pair of boots? I might actually get Zoingo killed at this rate. Alright, let's see. Xeophoser, congratulations. You get to kill another thing. Well, you get to try to kill another thing with your special tacky bow. Yeah, no crit. Xeophoser just is not getting luck. Is Ivy tankier than Lear with stances? Yeah. Actually, let's see. Yes, absolutely 100% tankier, because you have sturdy and mirror stance. So, I mean, no matter what happens, you're at the very least +8 on enemy phase. So your divine basically becomes 35 attack on enemy phase, and your defense and resistance become like what, 30, 31. So very few things are going to be able to chip you, and if you do get chipped, you'll be fine. Now granted, your damage on offense is pretty lacking, but you know, what are you going to do about that? Not much. And you don't really have crit either, so... And if you had dark magic, oh, that would be nasty, but you don't have access to Nosferatu, which is probably like the small balancing factor that's keeping you at least somewhat reasonable. Can you yeet a javelin? Oh, it's got a light brand. Yeet. That's such a weird animation. It's so janky. But yeah, it's kind of nice seeing that character in action. Alright, Brunya. Use your Brunyas to Brunya this thing. God, I hate saying that. I can't believe we just kind of turned Brunya into a character archetype like that. I'm so sorry. But that's her entire thing. That's all she knows how to do. I could run till you up there. I don't want to risk it. I'm gonna have Havel just move forward. Yeah, you can eat the rest of this just in case something nasty comes out of the woodwork. All right, and then I guess Lear can just kill this thing. They're using lances. All right, switch to the axe. Sure, why not? Might as well grind some of that axe skill. It's not that scary. Plus, these things are a little rough. We do need to abuse the weapon triangle a little more. One of the things I always complain about Fire Emblem is that once you kind of reach a certain point in your characters being too strong, you can just straight up ignore certain mechanics like weapon triangle and whatnot. Oh, that's a lot of things coming after Havel. They actually hurt, too. Yeah, Lear doesn't care. That's fine. I do need... Oh, sorry, they're coming after Zoingo. Oh. Let's see. Can Zoingo keep running away to get the thing that we're looking for? Oh, Zoingo gets stumbled now, too? I'm sorry, Zoingo. You are in some hot trouble. Oh my gosh. I can't have you move around these things. Okay. Yeah, this is getting a little ridiculous. So what I'm learning is Brunya's not a very good enemy phase character, but is really good on player phase, which makes 0 sense, by the way. Okay. We'll need to keep that in mind. Oh my gosh, they won't stop going after Zoingo. Let's see if we can maybe pull one of them off with Havel. We'll see. Oh gosh, that could have actually... No, I only did 1 damage. It's not that bad. I want those boots. Like, I'm actually doing all this just so I can get a single pair of boots. Oh my god, there's no way. There's no way to get it. Because I need to move to this tile. But Zoingo's short 2 movement. Oh, that's actually tragic. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we can't get it. Ugh. Havel does not have enough movement to get up there either. Yeah, they body blocked, which is really sad. If this had moved over here instead, that would have been fine, but we're not gonna get that lucky. All right, we're just gonna pull down, I guess. Not really worth fighting that anymore. Yeah. How unlucky. I'm just gonna park Havel over here and just give Havel a cease calling and call it a day. Well, sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose some. You're not gonna get everything. Or you missed a few other items anyway, it's not that big of a deal. It's just kind of annoying. Because +1 movement is pretty powerful to have on a character. Alright, let's see you. Good job. You did it. I'm also not gonna do custom... Again, I'm not doing custom... What do you call it? Custom palettes, mostly because I'm kind of lazy and I don't want to figure it out. I could probably figure it out, but I just don't want to. You know? So much effort. Alright, let's kill this last goober. Can Zapos or kill this? I mean, there's a decent chance to kill. Yeah, sure, why not? Give it a shot. Come on. There's the crit. And there's the level up. Oh, never mind. Okay, I'm just gonna run Lear up here, make sure there's nothing like in the way that's gonna kill our friend here. I'll have Analea use the last of the heal staff. Yay! Alright, speed that up. Fantastic. Alright, I think we're basically done with the map. Let's pass turn. We didn't do the secret shop, we didn't do any of that funny stuff. Alright, Havel's just gonna tank everything, and Havel's not gonna care, because Havel's basically made of a giant brick wall that cannot be dislodged no matter what. Yeah. Interesting stuff, I tell you. Interesting game. We'll see if we do more Fire Emblem PMEs. I know people really like this stuff, but again, it's just I will say, the only reason that stops me from doing the PMEs more often is that it really just does take a long time to prep, and I don't get to do anything else on days that I gotta do this but prep for the run for the day. So if you ever wonder, I don't know if anyone wants to do the ROM hacking for me in the future, which is probably not something anyone wants to do, but that's why these just take forever to get done. Yeah. Because I think like I said, I gotten faster. I can insert a character in about like 2 or 3 minutes, but do it enough times. Also make sure you gotta double check, and if something breaks, you gotta do the debugging. It becomes a lot of effort. So, but don't worry, there'll be more. Well, it's not like we're doing XCOM or Xenonauts anymore. Maybe the only one we'd maybe realistically do at some point would be Menace, because I know Menace has like new updates that I've been kind of looking at, but also Menace is kind of a hard game too. We'll have to see. No kill. Tragic. That Seize Calling is really... Wait, don't we have a busted bow, I think? We have a busted bow in one of the inventories. I think we're just waiting for an S-rank archer, which is either going to be a Ronnie or Z opposer. Yeah, one of those two is going to have to use the cool weapon. Holy cow. Wait. Oh, that could have killed Zoingo. You ever finish your hack? Yeah, if you ever finish your hack, let me know. I don't know if we'd play it as is. We'd probably do the same thing and bastardize it. But again, as long as you're comfortable with that, Zoingo might actually die. Zoingo has somehow dodged death twice already, which is an actual miracle. Yeah, these things are kind of spooky. Yeah, and they're not going to hurt Havel. Yeah, Havel doesn't care. Havel is a brick. Yeah, Zoingo not dying there was really nice. I feel so bad for getting Garm killed, though, because Garm just exploded out of nowhere. That Sage just did so much damage. And that's, like, the scariest part. Like, oh my gosh, the damage. Alright, we're just gonna let Havel murder things again, because at this point it doesn't really matter. They just keep coming in droves. Okay. Here we are, soldiers. How do I pronounce Chorp? Crop? How do you pronounce this? Crop capital. Secure the area. Allow no Creole presence. King Samson of Fictara What is a royal such as him doing here? Hear me, Cypher mercenaries. You've been saved by a stronger being. I thought you were capable, but perhaps I was incorrect. We'll meet again. I'll be taking my leave. Oh, okay. So, here's one something really annoying about this map. Okay. So, one complaint I have is that at the beginning of the game, there's dialogue, or map that's a dialogue that if you kill this dark wizard, you can lift the fog. It's to the west. We killed him. The fog didn't lift. I think it meant, oh, we had to go to the east and kill the dark wizard who's the boss. But I think the ROM hacker maybe mixed up east and west. As you know, apparently the boss was a bishop, so... Wow, I missed out on a talisman. The boss had a talisman. That sucks. Oh well. King Samson! Oh, what are you doing here? Oh my god, I can't do any more voices. I'm sorry, my throat is shot. Of course, should I not? Queen Kali has been making her move around the continent. Once you received no word from Queen Kitsuno, I assume fate arrived before it could be changed. Once I heard your next move was Crop. Yeah. My throat is starting to get shot here. Alright, we're gonna skip the dialogue. Simon's doing sad things. Dot. Oh gods. No! What is it? Payman, don't look. You don't want to see this with your eyes. Kitsuno. You didn't deserve an... Oh, I guess the Kitsuno's dead. Queen Kitsuno's been executed. Decapitated. Oh, okay. My sister, the Queen Kitsuno. What a fool I am. Yeah, okay. I guess we're just straight up executing characters now. I mean, hey, look, people die in war. That's what happens. Anyways, when are we gonna fight the dragons? Oh my gosh, there's a lot of dialogue. I feel kind of bad for skipping this, but again, you want to experience the real dialogue? Play the ROM. Hey, we got shoes though. Hey, we still get shoes. Nice. Oh my god, another promo scroll. Nice. Okay, so I got through 2 chapters, which means we're making progress. There are 20 chapters to this. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I think it's about like 4 more streams and we'd be finished. Yeah, because it takes about like 2 hours per stream that we're kind of getting through. All right, you want to look at the characters real fast that we've got? All right, we're just gonna skip this plot bit. Okay, so first and foremost, before we do anything, before I forget, we're gonna strip Garm of all that gear. I feel bad because Garm literally got promoted and then instantly died. That was so tragic. Want to look at Garm's stats all together? Let's go look at Garm's stats. All right, so Garm replaced the character named Rune. Let's see. So Garm's entire gimmick was, oh my god, yeah, 3 resistance. But Garm actually had okay growth, so it would have shored up a little bit over time. Garm's entire thing was carry less items, move faster, dazzle. This isn't really the most important one. The opponents cannot counterattack this unit, so Garm can walk up to an enemy, double it, and probably kill the enemy, and then before the enemy would be able to react. But again, it's very player phase centric. High speed and high strength just basically meant Garm will never get doubled, and Garm will always double almost every single time. It's really sad that Garm had to perish in the grand scheme of things, but alas, that's what happened. Unfortunately, we're also running into 12 units per map, so we do need to be a little more careful of who we're running into. This map has... Oh, that's a lot of civvies. Oh, there's also just a village bishop who actually... Can I steal that goddess icon? Probably not. Wait, hold on, let me look at the thing. So this next map is gonna have, I believe, this is chapter 14, right? This map will have 2 recruitables. 3 recruitables. Yeah, we're gonna have 3 recruitables on this chapter. Leonard, who was a character we ran into earlier that kind of... Oh, that's the guy who we took the bow from. And then we'll get Sivan, and then we'll get Femi. And the replacements are actually Milene by Grimo, Gina by Shibe, and Kyomi by Jondo. That's gonna be the new recruits for the next map. This map is very gray. Also, that is a lot of promoted units that are running around. And yeah, I gotta fix the promotion. Here's our boss. His name is Yubel. Very edgelord, white-haired. Oh, I assume that's not actually the boss of this map. I really hope he's not the boss of the map. What do you mean he's got Dragon Rage? We gotta respect the mod author for writing this mod, but this ROM hack, but we gotta come up with better names than the Holy Shaft. A holy lance made from royal blood. I don't think that's a good name for this. I'm sorry to say avoid 100. I assume he's not actually the boss of this map, right? He's probably not. There's probably like another character that'll come in at like turn 2 and replace him ultimately, but if you can kill him, wait, could we kill him? Oh wait, he's actually recruitable. Wait a second, hold on. You can actually recruit him. Here's battle code in chapter 14, then talk to him with Iris in chapter 16. So you can recruit him in chapter 16. Yeah, he's actually the final recruit. Which is kind of funny. But if you really want the Holy Shaft, okay, come on. What do you mean you name a weapon the Holy Shaft and you give it a hit rate of 69? Come on. Come on. Alright. Anyways, yeah, we probably just recruit him and he's probably the most overpowered goober that we can get our hands on. Because I wasn't 100% sure I was going to be able to recruit him, so I just left him as like, okay, he's like supposedly he's like really hard to recruit, so I figured, okay, make him just unchanged, because he's technically a secret character, right? So I didn't want to have someone replace him and I wasn't be able to grab him, but, you know, that's why. Yeah, he can't be edited. You get him exactly as he is. Also, whoever has him would basically have the most overpowered character in the ROM hack. Like, that's just the simple real of it all. So I was like, let's not have him be recruitable. He just gets to be as is. I don't want, not everyone gets to have the busted character. We're not gonna be able to save all these civilians, by the way. Look at this poor villager Chan. She's gonna explode. Anyways, real quick character review of the more recent recruits. Jalahar, I think we'll be fine. Having the chance to proc Luna or Soul, it does make him a little bit more gambly as a character, but his bases are fine. He just his defenses though are really bad, and he's gonna need like a lot of extra stats to kind of keep up. Roxana, I gotta fix the promotion, but you know, good old Myrmidon, who's just basically there to gamble, have super high hit rates and all that stuff. It's really it's really nasty. I don't know how you got the 240 hit rate. Oh, I guess Deadeye. So you double your crit, and you still get Deadeye, which is really funny. Roxanne doesn't need... yeah, the growths are kind of messy, but it doesn't seem like you really need it at this point. And then Darcy, which is Xanth's character, is actually really good. Surprisingly, the bases are insane on this character. I have an IR weapon called the Gay Bulge. Yeah, but it's not the Gay Bulge, it's the Gay Bulge, which is, you know, Irish for something. I don't speak Irish. Yeah, Darcy's actually a really strong character. Great Shield is really cute because, hey, look, there's a decent chance he's just 20% of the time you're just never gonna get hit. And then having Quick Burn is just like, okay, early on you can just be a little more aggressive until you have to slow down. Now, obviously, the defense and resistance probably needs shoring up. You definitely want to give Darcy a talisman if you can get your hands on one. But on player phase, oh, she's a monster. You give her a killing edge, she will rip things apart. It's actually kind of disgusting. In fact, we can already see that Darcy's hit rate is like, or dodge rate is like some 80 something. It's crazy how intense her dodge is, and she's not even in combat. I think for this map, obviously, we might take Ivy. If I bench Arani, we can take Ivy. Otherwise, we're taking Ivy. If Ivy dies, then I guess we pull out Arani. We'll probably pull Logger out of the bench. I think Logger's been warming that bench for a little one map too long. I think we'll swap out... I think what we do is we swap Zikmund and... we still have to use Creator. This is John Doe. John Doe's other character is recruited on this map, so that's fine. Gabura's probably not necessary on this. Also, Gabura's for some reason got double lock touch, which is really weird. Probably Gabura's basically like a utility character. We pull like Gabura when necessary. Pull Logger, and then I think we bench Zikmund. Well, let me just check who we would need. Who talks to who on this map? Visit village, talk with Lear. Automatically. Okay, so automatically for these guys. So I think we take Simon, because Simon needs a few more level ups to just kind of start maxing those stats. And then I do feel kind of bad for Umi. I could take Umi. Vermil's not bad either, but her bases are kind of a little rough too. She does have Corona and Critical Force, which is kind of interesting. We could take Darcy, so Xanth's character's on the map too, just because Darcy is actually really strong. But we also have a lot of melee beaters right now, so I need to pull out some magic. We could bench Analea for one map. We don't need the... We have a lot more people that can heal now, so we could bench her for once. We already benched Ray, so I think I will pull Ray out for this one. I could bench Havel, but good god, it's just so easy. It's so much easier just having Havel run around and tank everything. I don't know. We'll see. I need to throw in the new characters at some point, and we'll see how this goes. Havel, okay, like if you had to ask me like which character is probably the best character in the run, unironically it's probably Havel. I think Havel was like a top tier character in the previous run too. I think Havel's efficiency starts to drop as the run goes on. Is probably the main thing to keep in mind, but early game Havel is just like a menace. I think as you start to approach like the mid-late game, it starts to become a little less efficient, but Havel does have the power of friendship, which does keep Havel like really strong and running for a long time. So, oh, you want the maid? Okay, I mean, we could swap. Yeah, sure. If you want to swap Logger out for Milky Blades, we can bring Milky Blades out for one map. Probably bring Roxana once we get the promotion set up. Actually, we'll bring Jawalhar. So yeah, if you want my, yes, I'm pretty sure Havel's probably like the strongest unit in the run. Technically Lear is, by virtue of being a main character and having the most skills and having the most amount of friendship points, but aside from that, yeah, Havel is probably the strongest, easiest to use character in the run. Brunya needs a little bit of work because you don't start with a Nosferatu. She starts with a Flux Tome. But if you can get her a Nosferatu, I don't know. I think Brunya's like the whole overflowing hit rate is kind of makes her a lot less useful, which is kind of like the biggest problem with Deadeye. So it's a little rough. I'd like to rate her higher, but her hit rate's just like super rough. Ivy's just nuts, actually. Like I think Ivy's bases are just insanely good for being a pre-promoted bishop, especially that defense and resistance, which are gonna cap out. Her only problem is her HP, but she still will level up HP almost every single time. And having double stances is just insane. If she had Spectrum stance on top of this, that would actually be busted. Oh, does it not? I don't know. It doesn't overflow on player phase. It overflows on enemy phase, is what I've been noticing. Ray's actually kind of in a weird position. Ray actually has a Miracle, and her personal tome, I believe, is a Nosferatu tome. So Ray is actually kind of busted in that regard, although her bases are a lot more balanced. Oh, that is the intent? Okay, got it. So Ray having Miracle means if she just heals up by hitting an enemy, she's just gonna be super hard to kill, and she does have Nihil, which cancels enemy skills, which is also fun. I needed a Nihil character just in case a character with a boss with skills came out that became too hard to smack down. Zoingo's a little rougher. I'm just kind of going this at random right now, but just kind of based on the characters I've used. Logger's really rough to use at the start, I'm not gonna lie. I think once you kind of get a few levels in Logger, he kind of starts snowballing really well, but he does need a little bit of help. Like, heavy strikes and armor blow means that he is just really good to just beat the ever-loving daylights out of any physical fighter on player phase. Like, Logger and Zoingo are pretty solid characters, yeah. Vector stance to lose another stance. Oh, got it. You wanted max defense out. Yeah. If Ivy had a Nosferatu tome that, like, a personal Nosferatu, I think Ivy, unironically, would probably be the best unit in the game. Because very few things would be able to kill her, and you just plop her down and she just kills everything. Ronnie, Ether and Rightful God is really funny. It's about a 40% proc rate, but I swear it has not procced 40% of the time. I feel like it's procced way less than that, which is super funny and needs a little bit of work. Simon's really like Simon's entire gimmick is just being a stat stick. He needs a lot to snowball, but if you can get him snowballing, I mean, he's just gonna run over everything at some point. He'll be impossible to kill, but stats aren't everything. Ultimately, skills do matter a lot, and I think eventually, while Simon can probably max out every stat, that's basically his entire shtick. He's not gonna have anything else going for him unless you can give him like an S rank weapon. Yeah, I'm gonna try to fix Roxana for next week. Ether does hate you, which is unfortunate. Xeoposer's also kind of an interesting situation. Xeoposer just got Bowfair and Opportunist. This is just straight up +8 damage, which is really good early game, and against flyers, this is just disgusting. Like, this allows Xeoposer to just insta-gib basically every flyer. The only problem is that obviously he needs to level up, and he doesn't have anything else going for him. I've already talked about Milky Blades. I'll talk about Milky Blades real quick before we start figuring out who I'm gonna raid. Milky Blades is probably like the most whack character, and I am impressed by your ability to create such a creation. I assume you looked through the entire round to figure out which character wants this, has the best stat line for this. Like, as funny as it is looking at Milky Blade's milkers, this character is probably... I'm not gonna rate 5 stars, but if I had to rate creativity, I'd probably say 5 stars. The problem is that she's super RNG heavy, but if there's an enemy you don't know how to fight and you just want to gamble, you just throw Milky Blade at it, and Milky Blade will probably kill it like 7 times out of 10. And it's just because this ridiculous combination. Rightful King, Rightful God, and Hero. Okay, so... And Assassins automatically get lethality as their default special skill. These are kind of like not supposed to be here, but I'm too lazy to change it. So lethality is instant kill skill divided by 2. Right, so skill is 16, so that's 8, right? And then you add +10, +30, +30 if below 50%. So at the very least, that's +70, +8. So 78% chance to insta-kill any enemy. Also, she has a custom strike because I thought it was funny. So I thought that was hilarious. This is probably like the most whack character on here, but if you are like lazy or you legitimately do not know how to tackle a specific threat, you just throw her at it and she will probably kill it. It is actually insane, but that's just how lethality works. Yes, Ray, hello. Can we look at your character, or are you throwing things at me because you're playing Slay the Spire? Stream till 12:30? What do you mean? I don't have enough things to stream until that point. I can't stream that long. Why that long? I don't know, Ray's throwing things at me again. Your second character also just crits all the time? Oh yeah, we'll talk about that character real fast. Zygmun's really funny too. Zygmun's entire gimmick is just like, what if we could just crit all the time? So MV's Killer Lance and a bunch of other stuff is just insta nutty. Dragon Rage, Killing Machine, Steel Lance, yeah, plus high skill, and high luck, you're just gonna be double. It's like guaranteed crit every time. So I think it's funny. I mean, Zygmun's entire gimmick is just like high crit rate, which is fine. But that's about it. Hold on one second. So that's kind of how overall Zygmun kind of operates, which is kind of fine. Umi was supposed to be, yeah. So Umi is supposed to be a Jagan. But one of the big problems I ran into with Umi's character is I actually need to fix this. I need to fix Umi's bases, ultimately. Umi should be a better character, but this was one of the first inserts, and I didn't realize every character gets 30, 30, 30, 30. I actually need to do the same thing with Logger. I think I did with Logger already. I fixed so all the bases are 30, but Umi needs to have 30 max cap for all stats, and then should probably be okay. And I probably just need to adjust a few more stat lines. Like Umi, unfortunately, because she starts off super early, doesn't have super high bases. It's really rough. But if you need an early tank, because Umi also has access to Wary Fighter, like, Umi will be fine, which is kind of antithetical to the high speed. It's just a little rough. So that's kind of how that'll be. Sorry, 1 second. So, is there another character that I need to review real quick before anything else? Oh, Grace. This is Grimo's other character. This is Grimo's first character. I kind of feel bad because Grace's entire shtick is, again, high crit shenanigans, Dragon Fang, on. It's like a support, but also high DPS. Again, especially as we're approaching the later chapters, it's becoming a lot more difficult to use characters like who have very low HP and low defense, and I think Grace is kind of in that category of just 20 HP at level 11 is really not good. And even if we were to max level Grimo's character, Grace up to, 20, that's probably at most, what, another plus 7 HP, 27 max, and if you go like another, you get 14, so, you'd be at 40 at most. It'd be really rough to utilize Grace. It's not saying that there's no chance to use it, I'm just saying it's really hard to make Grace function in a way I think everyone wants. Clara, I still think, is one of the biggest losses. I feel really bad for losing Clara because I think she shouldn't have died. I kind of messed up really badly, but she never got the proc Astra. She's got a stupid high hit rate. She's got max speed skills, probably max out strength. She's not gonna max out her HP, and her luck is kind of bad, and her defenses are kind of bad too. But if she attacks a thing, the thing dies. She looks at an enemy, the enemy explodes into pieces. So I do feel bad that she unfortunately passed before we could do anything. Lucina is still kind of one of the... So I need to insert a custom animation for Lucina. I meant to install a custom Dark Magic Paladin animation. She's the only one who can really use Dark Magic anyways for Paladins. Because her unique skill is Zwinderhell, which is just allows you to use Dark Magic. I think it's normally called Dark Gift, but ROM hacker decided to give us a different name. And Black Magic chance to inflict random status. Now, her magic skill is pretty bad, but it does give her the opportunity to range, slap on some Black Magic, and if we can find, some energy rings, she actually does benefit from having an energy ring, which is kind of nice. And her bases are really good across the board. Like, it is incredibly good to have near 20s in all stats like this, and her base HP is actually really solid too. Now, yeah. Is that a Requiel's portrait? Well, I think the people just kind of went and grabbed it from the repository. The asset repository. So, overall, I think, is that all the characters? Oh yeah, and Analea is like I think Analea is technically the Jagan character. Because she comes in... I think she comes in second chapter, so she's kind of like your Jagan. Her bases are really bad, that's all I'm gonna say. Like, unfortunately, like, this stat line is really bad for level 11, but the main reason this is actually made up for is she has access to... She's also your first healer, yeah. So the main thing that actually keeps Analea super useful for the most part is that she has Power Staff. This is an insanely busted skill. You can use another action after using a staff once per turn. So you can staff twice per turn, or you can staff an attack. You just have to make sure your staff is the first thing that you do. It is so much utility. The only problem is that she has really bad defense and resistance. She will fold like a wet noodle. Also, a lot of her bases are bad, but if you get enough stat potatoes, the bond essences, you can just feed them to Analea and she'll be really good. She does also have a unique tome. She's immune to crits while holding this thing, so that's a really good feature to have on that. And obviously, as your first healer, yeah. So she can at least tank a little bit, but you don't really want her tanking. Tatsuya is also like another interesting character. This is very much the definition of a glass cannon, except for the fact that her resistance is actually stupid high. So Tatsuya's entire gimmick is just, again, another crit monster, but it's got to be a low HP crit monster. Plus crit if below health, plus 15 crit, plus 30 crit if below a certain amount of health. So at 25% or less health, she's got some 35 plus 25 plus 30. So it's like 65 plus whatever crit. Hi, Ryuji, how are you doing? How have you been? How's your gacha life thingy that you've been doing? Hopefully that's been going well. Is there any other character I'm forgetting? You got rejected by Virgo's friend Flower. I'm not recovering one. He just kicked you out of her home. Came homeless. One of your One of your girlfriends? What do you mean by one of them? But thank God that's on save and Fiance going through household pricing her best you can. You woke up with headache due to dehydration. Oh, okay, it's just a friend. That's what you're saying it. Okay. Well, I hope you'll be okay. That sounds a little rough though. It's okay. You're always welcome here to just relax and not think about serious things. Oh, you're actually dating. Okay, got it. Okay, your GF almost got kicked out of her home. Okay. Got it. You have 2 GFs and a fiance. I'm sorry, what? I don't think... Okay, well, I'm not here to question your lifestyle. That's why I was a little confused. Anyways, I think these characters are... Oh, Arani... we already talked about Arani, right? I think we talked about Arani's character. Is there any other character? Oh, Emmett Yan. Okay, Emmett Yan's probably like the weirdest character. Emmett Yan's got like such a weird skill list. Advantage, Devil's Luck, and Lock Touch is such a funny skill set, which is like I really want to make Emmett Yan work, but he's so rough to use. I fed him so much stuff and it's super hard. I think if I promote him, he'd actually be okay. And just feed him a few more stat potatoes and he'd be perfectly fine. But it's such a funny character to just try to use. Anyways, oh yeah, and then Gabura's our local rogue. Again, wacky stat line, lock touch is probably not meant to be there. And then Despoil. Why is there harem protag here? I don't know, but that's just Ryuji's life, I guess. Hopefully you and your, I guess, harem are gonna be okay. Living the anime protagonist lifestyle, I see. Alright. Well, you did catch us at a late hour. I am needing to go take a shower soon. So, and it is kind of getting late, so I'm gonna see who's alive at this time. No, is anyone else streaming Fire Emblem? I don't know any of these people. Let's see. What did I raid yesterday? Let's see here. Let's see, shoutouts. I rated D yesterday. So today I shall raid into... we will raid into Bunsenberry. Okay. Actually, no, we'll raid into Dubers. Dubers is playing Dead Cells. I like Dead Cells. Dead Cells is a cool game. What a really awesome Metroidvania game that people should play if you ever get a chance. Anyways, hopefully you enjoyed Fire Emblem. I'll be back doing Fire Emblem next week. Tomorrow, I don't know what I'm doing yet, so look out on Discord for a poll. Polls are usually how I determine what we're gonna do on random days, unless a game really catches my attention that I really want to play. Probably put it to a poll, right? So, anyways, have a good night, everyone. Thank you for joining. Say hi to Dubers. There's a lot of things on Dubers' model for some reason. I am very concerned and confused what the heck is going on with that. Anyways, good night, goodbye, bye bye, rest well.